Good evening and welcome to the Berry Center on the northwest side of Houston, Texas in Cypress as the Cypress Springs Panthers get ready to face off against the Jersey Village Falcons. Good evening, everybody. Zach Babb alongside Mac Honer as we get you ready for a Week 3 edition of Thursday Night Lights on the Varsity Wires Radio Network presented by the Collette King Team. And Mac, we are 2 weeks into the season. It is the final week for most teams of non-district play. A lot of teams on a bye next week, so we actually won't even have a broadcast next week because there is no Thursday games. There's just 3 Friday games, and that's all that's going on. But it's the last chance for both of these teams to tune up, and we'll start off with Cy Springs. This is not your grandpa's Cy Springs, Mac Honer, because Cy Springs, for most of their history, have been, to put it bluntly, one of the punching bags in the district of Cy Fair ISD football. Not anymore. You have O.G. Fagan getting here as the head coach a few years back. Started off a little sluggish with some 2-8 seasons, but got up to 4-6, and now he has back-to-back 8-win seasons, 2 playoff appearances. That's 2 more than they had their entire history prior. And he's got a Cy Springs team that is rolling right now with a 2-0 start.
It's fun to see what Coach Fagan's done with this team so far. You look back at what the history of this team's been. Again, those head coaches throughout that district, you're overlooked. You're not even respected in terms of what that football team's going to bring you as a competition. Coach Fagan has done a beautiful job over the last 2 years putting a program together here where those kids are now respected in that school. They're now respected inside this district. And there's going to be some athletes out there on the field today. Paris Melvin, I know you'll get to him in a little bit, but he's one that I can't wait to watch play today. Last time I got to see Paris play last year, they beat that young man to death, working both sides of the ball. And after the broadcast, I had to go downstairs and just go shake his hand. I'm like, Paris, I just wanted to meet you, man. You're going to have a great future ahead of you. Thank you for providing such a great game today for me.
Well, on the Cy Springs side, as we mentioned, it's a completely new day for them compared to the history of their team. And with the playoff appearances for the last 2 seasons, trying to make it 3 in a row here in 2025. On the other side of things for Jersey Village, they have a defense that can be otherworldly at times. It was in their Week 1 win against Hastings. They had to come from behind, won a very low-scoring affair, 14-13. But then last week, not as good, 54-3 to a Langham Creek team that, side note, Mac, I think is surprising a lot of people, myself included, weren't very high on the Lobos, but they're 2-0 with wins over Pato and then a blowout over Jersey Village. But back on the Jersey Village train, their second-year head coach, Lavelle Norris, big shoes to fill because he took over for David Snookhouse, who was, when he retired, the longest tenured head coach in Cy Fair ISD. So it's tough following in the footsteps of someone like that. Snookhouse got them up to 4 straight playoff appearances. That was a program record from 2020 to 2023. And then he retires. Last year, Coach Norris comes in. They fall back a bit to 3-7. But they're 1-1 right now and looking to try and get some momentum heading into district play here against a good Cy Springs team.
I love their win in Week 1. The fact that they were down and they're trailing so far behind going into that second half, and they rattle off a couple touchdowns to come back. They win that thing 14-13.
Yep.
Just a fantastic effort. Like, wow, this team's got spirit. They got spunk. Great job of seeing them come together. Then you come back and, okay, let's see, what did Varsity Wires pick Langham Creek to be in the preseason? 7th? So, I know we've got to retract that maybe a little bit, but Langham Creek comes out there and they put a 55 spot on them, and nobody saw that coming. I mean, the defensive coordinator, I'm just sure he was just shaking his head going back and trying to reset that. That was what we call a great coaching lesson, a great opportunity. And you said in the previous comment, Zach, this is the end of what we'll call preseason for high school football. They're going to take a look at what type of adjustments that they make. I would expect Jersey Village defense to come back and make a lot of different adjustments. But if they do, they're going to put 4 people on Paris Melvin Jr. That's what they're going to have to do to make sure they make a stop tonight.
And perhaps the biggest news that we can kind of break here, if you will, looking back at Cy Springs, they've got a new quarterback that they're going to break in and have to break in due to unfortunate circumstances. Jared Hager, the junior, who has really kind of been the heart and soul of this Cy Springs team, is out today with an injury. He will not play, so enter sophomore Miles Hamilton, making his first career varsity start No pressure, but that's a lot to ask of a 15-year-old kid. He was expected to be the backup all season, and suddenly he is the starter.
And he was the 1-2 punch in this offense. He was the go-to guy. They looked at him. Just looking at his numbers earlier, he's rushing the ball, 12 for 218, averaging 109 yards rushing the football. That takes a lot of strength, a lot of stress off Paris Melvin. But throwing it 10 or 16 for 27, a couple touchdowns, averaging 85. I got a chance to talk to one of the coaches in the elevator coming up. I'm like, tough to hear about your quarterback. Your sophomore going to be able to step in. He goes, we're going to run the ball a lot tonight, Jack. I said, I bet you are. So it goes back to my previous comment. Paris Melvin's going to get a lot of touches tonight for this football team.
Well, we'll look at more of this Cy Springs team in a moment here. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. When we come back, it's a pregame visit with the head coach of Cy Springs, O.G. Fagan. That's coming up here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back into the pregame show here as we continue to get you ready for tonight's broadcast here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Cy Springs and Jersey Village, some inter-CFISD non-district action. And we're now joined by the head coach of one of those teams. We've got the head coach of Cy Springs, O.G. Fagan, joining us. Coach, first off, congrats on a 2-0 start, and thanks for joining us here a little bit on the pregame show.
And thank you, Zach. It's been a lot of work. It's good to see the kids' hard work come to fruition on the field and being able to demonstrate the sacrifices they made over the summer, and just continue to build a culture of winning around here at Cy Springs.
You talk about building a winning culture. I mean, when I was growing up in the district, this was around 2009 to 2013. We launched Varsity Wires in 2013, and through most of that history, Cy Springs has struggled on the football field. They had one playoff appearance from 1998 until 2022. But you get there, you now have back-to-back playoff appearances, back-to-back 8-win seasons, another 2-0 start this year. Just talk about the process that's gone in here over the last handful of years, and from you've got here and even kind of before you got here, of just the project to turn Cy Springs football around, because people who grew up in the district in the late 90s and early aughts may look at Cy Springs and just be like, oh, whatever, it's Cy Springs. That's not the case anymore, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, and that's a credit to our kids and our coaching staff and the administration here at Cypress Springs High School. I felt like this place was some place that could be special when I got here, and with hard work, with some sacrifice, and some real strong structures and processes being put in place to help these kids just maximize themselves off and on the field.
Now, with that success, obviously has come success this season as well. I mean, you started off the campaign with a dominant win over Bush, 49-14, and then kept that going 35-14 last week with a win against A-Leaf Taylor. It really feels like, Coach, I know, 2 games in, there's still a lot of football left to play, but my goodness, so far it feels like both your offense and your defense are clicking really well right now.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? We have some kids that's been in the program for 3 years. The system has been in place. We have some kids that's grown up in our system on both sides of the ball. So, when the kids have the answers and can solve the problems on the field, that makes you look like a much better coach, right? So just having these kids that's been completely bought into the culture we have here of being dedicated through spring ball, dedicated over SAC camp, and putting the extra work they had to put in through SSI to get to this point, it really helps to really build something special and do some really great things here on both sides of the ball.
Let's highlight. We'll do each individually here, but I want to highlight your offense a little bit for people who may be tuning in tonight, aren't quite as familiar with Cy Springs football. Who are some of the playmakers on the offensive side of the ball who have really helped this team succeed lately?
Gabe Sampson, all right, who's a young sophomore with a lot of speed and a lot of ability in the slot. And then I have another kid, Connor Patrick, who's just completely dynamic. He's another playmaker as well. And then on the outside, you have Jalen Barker, and then you have Ferris Lababda, and then you also have Desai D'Onofrio. Okay, so Desai D'Onofrio is a consummate possession receiver. He go out and make plays. He comes to work every day, does his job. Jalen Barker is a big body on the outside that can make plays. Ferris Lababda is a playmaker that you get him the ball in space, he can go with it. And then you put that with Gabe Sampson and Connor Patrick. Then you have a very unique core along with it's really a gift to have for us as offensive coaches and play callers.
And then, Coach, talk about your defense as well a little bit here individually, because back-to-back games have only given up 14 points, especially in today's day and age of high-flying offenses and stuff like that. You got to be pretty pleased with just 28 points given up through the first couple games.
Yeah. I mean, I have to credit those guys because, we lost our bell cow on the defense, our nose guard, in the preseason with the heat stroke with when Jarvis went down this summer. So to have those guys respond the way they have and step up and work their tails off to go out there and represent the defense and continue that tradition that we started last year, having a real solid defense. Very disciplined group. They play hard, run to the football. They're assignment sound, and so I'm really excited about that. So I have a lot of confidence in those guys because those guys are guys that's also grown up in our program, who understand the ins and outs of our system and go out and play their balls off every night.
And then finally, Coach, you got Jersey Village here coming up tonight. Kind of give me the short preview on the Falcons and what Cy Springs needs to do to get a win in this game here.
Well, I can tell you this. I mean, always a tough program, always a good program. You know, when we started this series, when I first got here, we knew that they were always going to be a playoff program year in and year out. So we this game always meant a lot to us because it would give us an idea of where we were in the mix as far as trending towards the playoff and how much work we had to do, right? Lavelle is doing a great job with them. I watched the first game they played against Hastings. I mean, I'm not talking about a group that was down but resilient and came back and won that game. So you know that they have some character in that program on that team. When you can be down and come back and win a game, that means there's some things being done right? So I have a lot of respect for Coach Norris and what he's doing. So we have to run the ball and we have to protect the football, and we also have to play sound defense and not give big plays really. So if we could play disciplined defense, and you know we're a big play offense, and so. We just got to get the run game going to complement that, because once we get those big plays going, we're pretty tough to stop. So I'm excited about that.
Well, that's O.G. Fagan, the head coach of Cy Springs. Coach, appreciate your time. Best of luck in your game here tonight.
All right. Thank you so much, Zach.
More of the pregame show coming up here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Cy Fair FCU Stadium on the northwest side of Houston as we continue to get you ready here on the pregame show for Jersey Village and Cy Springs. Coming up here at the bottom of the hour on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Zach Babb alongside Mac Honer. And Mac, as we look at this game here today, you know, the dynamic changes with Cy Springs having to break in a new sophomore quarterback making his first career start at the varsity level. Now, it's a JV team that had a lot of success last year, but there's still a difference between JV and varsity at the end of the day. How much do you think is the message in that locker room about other players around him stepping up, taking some of that pressure off of him so a 15-year-old quarterback doesn't feel like he has to win the game on his own? Yeah,
they had to sit him down and just say, look, be patient. You don't have to do anything fancy. Execute the basic play. I want you, when I talk about execute the basic play, take the snap, do not fumble it, hand it off to Paris. Let's get that part done and get it done right. Now, offensive line, I need you guys to just plow the road, buddy. And every once in a while when they get comfortable with that, you know what we're going to ask you to do? We're going to ask you to step back 5 yards and fire a dart across the middle a couple times. And it's going to be fun to watch him grow up. This is going to be a huge opportunity for this young quarterback, and I think his value is going to grow over the course of 4 quarters today.
Moment of silence here at the Berry Center. We will observe it as well.
Safe return home. Please join us in this moment of silence. Thank you. Please remain standing for your school song.
But with looking at Jersey Village, this is a big game to build some confidence, first off, because, you know, you had some mojo rolling with that first game, come from behind. Your defense steps up big to hold Hastings to 13 points to eke out that 14-13 win. And then it kind of unraveled. The offense couldn't get anything going against Langham Creek. The defense certainly couldn't. I mean, 54-3 kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah.
I know we're still trying to figure out exactly how good Langham Creek is, but you know, it's trying to get that confidence back, especially when a tough district slate fires up here in the next couple of weeks for Jersey Village.
Completely different game versus Langham Creek. Langham Creek, Todd Thompson, hike the ball, go back, and throw it as far as you can often. And that's what they had a tough time defending. I mean, Todd Thompson's going to throw the ball all the time. Your quarterback tonight on Cy Springs, they're not going to do that. You're not going to be defending the pass all night tonight. You're not going to be. You'll defend some of those slant routes, but it's going to happen in the box tonight. And if Jersey Village can continue to step up, put pressure on that sophomore quarterback, contain Paris Melvin, they got a huge chance to come back and do a much better job than what that 55-3 thumping was last weekend.
We'll go ahead and take one more break here. When we come back, it's our starting lineups and kickoff between Jersey Village and Cy Springs on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror, quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Hello, Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
The national anthem performed by the Jersey Village High School Band, and we're just about ready to get things underway here from Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Again, Cy Springs taking on Jersey Village in what is a very tolerable day in terms of the weather, Mac. We have had worse days. It's about 86 degrees. You got a 10-mile-per-hour wind coming out of the south. It's made it a little breezy up here in our perch.
It's a little gusty. You're going to hear that sound breeze coming across these microphones the entire evening, and that Old Glory is blowing out there at full form. It looks absolutely glorious out there at half-staff today. Air quality, they reported as bad. Can you imagine that we had bad air quality in Houston, Texas?
What a surprise.
We don't want that. and very humid. And we don't have to check the weatherman for that one. We got a chance to play golf earlier this morning. I mean, it was so humid out there. It was not like the last few days that we had. If people could play football at 7:30 in the morning this week, it would have been a dream opportunity for these players.
Jersey Village and Cy Springs just about ready to get underway. We'll quickly go through the starting lineups for both teams. For Jersey Village, starting on the offense, the offensive line, the center is Calvin Thigpen, left guard Kenneth Rijo Ortega. The left tackle is Jacob Espinoza, right guard is Christopher Agoa, right tackle Deidril Guerra. Tight end today is Jeremy Gonzalez. The fullback that Jersey Village will be throwing out there is Brad Sheehy. Two wide receivers, Spencer Anderson and Jaden Bingham. The running back is going to be Jaden Perkins, and the quarterback is Champion Ellis. On the defensive side of the ball, the defensive line, the end first, Leo Barber. Tackles are Caleb Suvans and Eduardo Sandoval. The defensive end on the other side is Cale Thigpen. Linebackers are Nathan Reyes and Micah Nelson in this 4-2-5 set that Jersey Village runs. Corners are Calvin Wynn and Jeremiah Reyes. Safeties are Larry Molina, Diego De La Torre, and Cardale Clark. On the other side of things, for Cy Springs, we'll start off with their offensive line. On the left tackle spot, Brian Brooks. Left guard is Royce Lynch. The center is Miguel Ramirez. Right guard is Josiah Davis. And the right tackle is Jedediah Martinez. The quarterback today making his first career start at the varsity level, the sophomore Miles Hamilton. Yogi Martin is the running back. Paris Melvin Jr. will also see time there as well. Wideouts Connor Patrick and the aforementioned Paris Melvin Jr. Josiah Donofrio is another receiver, and so is Jalen Barker. On the defensive side for Cy Springs, the end, Jalen Wilson. The nose tackle is Caleb Gassery. Tackle, Christopher Ross. Jack linebacker, Luke Reyes. Jonathan Ejoma is the Mike linebacker. The Will is Austin Matthews, and the Bandit is Elijah Jackson. Corners today, Cameron Roberson and Kyron Hollerman. The free safety is Jashawn Johnson in the Rover. And that safety spot, Paris Melvin Jr. as well. Cy Springs has won the toss. They elect to defer. And we're just about ready to get underway. Cy Springs wearing the white uniforms today as the designated road team. Blue helmets and blue pants, the interlocking CS on either side of the helmets. On the other side for Jersey Village, the purple unis today for them. Purple helmets as well, white pants today for the Falcons. What would have been a district matchup about 8 years ago is not a district matchup anymore, though these two teams still in Cy Fair ISD, not in the same athletic district anymore because of the 12 schools, and you can only have 10 in any given athletic district, hence the split.
Boy, what a growth Cy Fair has gone through over the last 5 years.
Unbelievable.
I know when my kids were going to school there was probably 3,800 kids in the high school. That's unbelievable for this group.
Heredia to kick this one off. It's deep. It's fielded about 2 yards deep in the end zone and coming out with it. And he's got some space up in front. A shot right through the middle. A good return past the 35 up to the 38-yard line is Spencer Anderson. What a shot out of a cannon there. Finally tackling him down was Renard Walker, but not before a healthy return. Officially the 49-yard line. It's a 51-yard return on the books.
Nice to see the unconventional kickoff of kicking it 2 yards deep in the end zone instead of that little stunt kick that most of these teams have been doing, but great job bringing it out. He was coming out regardless, and the captain coming up there, Renard Walker, he's been a workhorse on this defensive side here for Cypress Springs, so making his presence known early right out of the gate.
41-yard return, as here comes Jersey Village in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers and a tight end. This is going to be a play action, roll out, look out, and a sack. Coming away with the sack is Elijah Jackson. All the way back at the 30-yard line. Never saw him coming, and it's a loss of 9.
Right, great play coming back there. Good protection, had a little bit of room. Getting pressured earlier, he had a receiver deep, and that was all covered up by Paris Melvin Jr. But off his back foot, no chance he was going to get that pass off.
So right back to it goes Jersey Village here on what is 2nd down and 19. 3 receivers and a tight end in this set. The tall Ellis is the quarterback, takes the snap. He's going to throw, rolls out, has to throw it under pressure, was looking for Landon Ohlers, but it falls harmlessly to the turf, and that'll bring up a pretty healthy 3rd down and 19 here for Jersey Village, who since the big kickoff return are going backwards a little bit.
Yeah, good job on the protection overall. They rushed those corners coming back in to contain just a little bit. Melvin staying back as the safety, protecting on the deep ball, and again, throwing it off his back foot. Just could not get that thing off in terms of Champion Ellis, in terms of the way he wanted to throw it.
So Ellis lines it up here with 3 receivers, 2 on the left side of the line. The running back also lined up to his left in the shotgun. He's going to roll up left off the snap, throws it on the run. There is no one there. Some miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. The receiver in the area was Spencer Anderson, but it falls harmlessly to the turf. It'll bring up 4th and 19, and the punting unit comes on for the Falcons.
Yeah, not good communication so far with receivers and quarterback on that first series. Really respecting that front 4 for Cy Springs by not even giving them really much of a shot to run the ball up the middle. All those passes, at least 3 of them.
Paris Melvin Jr. back deep to receive here on this punt. And doing the punting is Gerardo Garcia, the junior. Cy Springs looking like they're going to bring heat on this punting attempt, and it is up and just off in time. Melvin has to go chase it down to the 42, and he'll try and cut through a couple arm tackles, does into Jersey Village territory at the 40, make it the 39-yard line. So a healthy return there for Melvin Jr., and it'll be really good field position here to start off for the Panthers.
They did look like they were coming after that kick. They had that front line. There was 10 kids stacked up with the Braveheart set, and the only one guy came back through there was Cameron Robertson. He laid out, tried to block that thing, and just gets outside the reach of his hands.
And so we see for the first time in his varsity career, Miles Hamilton, the sophomore quarterback, getting the nod tonight. He'll take the snap and throw on his very first varsity attempt. He's got a man there into the end zone. Touchdown! Paris Melvin Jr., 39 yards. The first career varsity pass attempt for Miles Hamilton is a 39-yard touchdown.
I can see the coaches, hey, let me tell you something. Those announcers, they think we should run it the whole time. Here's what we're going to do. The first play, no one's going to see this coming. We're going to throw it over the top, and we're going to burn these guys.
It was a drop in a bucket, too. A beautiful high-arcing throw, and just like that, it's 6-0 Panthers.
Boy, just did a beautiful job dropping a dime on top of that receiver. Miles Hamilton, congratulations.
Extra point is up and through. So just like that, your rapid mailroom drive recap is one play, 39 yards on a long pass from the quarterback Hamilton to Paris Melvin Jr. And just like that, it's 7-0 Cy Springs.
What kind of confidence do you think that gives that young quarterback? Miles Hamilton's going back into the locker room, or I'm sorry, the sideline. Those players are coming around him. He's a young sophomore. His eyes are wide open, and they're like, dude, that was so fantastic. And he better be out there thanking that offensive line for protecting him, because he had plenty of time to throw that pass. Paris Melvin, we talked about him in the broadcast. He's returned the kickoff. He had the first reception for a TD. 2 good defensive back plays as well. Let's see if the rest of the team can play around this.
Spencer Anderson, number 14, and number 15, Josiah Hamilton, deep for the Falcons.
So to kick this one off will be Robert Heredia. With Cy Springs up 7-0 here, just a minute 22 into this contest. The kick is deep, fielded about 3 yards in the end zone, and it's going to be returned, and a nice little cut to make one miss, sheds a second arm tackle, sheds a third, and finally folded up at the 31-yard line is Josiah Hamilton before he's finally brought down by Aiden Gordon. But not before Mack, another healthy kickoff return for the Falcons.
Oh, he picked that thing up. Pickens picks that up, 3-4 yards deep in the end zone. Almost gives it a look over to the sideline. Should I bring it out? It's like, well, yeah, bring it out. So there's a little bit of a hesitation on him, and he's got great speed. Comes back, eludes a blocker, good spin move in the middle to pick up 10 extra yards on that kickoff return.
So back on the offense here is Champion Ellis, the junior quarterback who can also play a little receiver. Hard count for Ellis in the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And a bit of a seam up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3 that time.
Yeah, just that good basic handoff over in their 4 gap on the right side. And they need to establish this run real quick, make them respect the box, and then give them a chance to come back over the top and across the middle.
So a 3-yard gain that time for the senior running back, Jaden Perkins. 2nd down and 7. Ellis surveys the defense, takes the snap, another handoff, and this one is not going anywhere. There is a gang of white jerseys. Ball was fumbled at the end, but the officials blow it dead via forward progress, and that was Christopher Ross leading a host of white, red, and blue to make that a 2-yard loss for Jersey Village, 3rd and 9.
Ross started that party, and Caleb Gassery, he came in to be a part of it. Paris Melvin wanted to join the fun as well, and 4 guys completely on top of the Falcons on that play.
Jersey Village has failed to convert on the only 3rd down they've faced so far in this game. That was a 3rd and 19. This is a 3rd and 9, a little more manageable. 3 receivers and a tight end in this set for Ellis. Takes the snap. It's going to be a receiver screen that's off the mark, and that one's actually going to go backwards. Jaden Bingham made the catch, but the throw was kind of behind him, so he had to go back and grab it. And by the time he had caught it and kind of leveled himself, there was a defender right in his face. It ends up going down as a loss of 4, and will bring up 4th down and long.
Boy, Jersey Village just struggling on both of these first 2 opening drives. I mean, that pass, he had a couple blockers on the left side. I don't know if he would have picked up the 1st down, but again, just not connecting the way they want to.
And the punt is blocked. It's loose on the turf at the 10. There's a slide for it. Scrambling players everywhere, and it's going to be falling on no matter what. This is going to be great field position for Cy Springs at the 6-yard line as the punt was blocked. As coming away was Cameron Robertson with the blocked punt.
Boy, Robertson came in the same thing. That's the exact same formation on that last series. Comes in from that right side, and he had a little bit more time, lays out, gets that hand on top of it. And I don't know, it might have been Jarvis Spires that was coming in that was licking his chops. He sees that ball bouncing around the 4-yard line, wanted to pick it up, get him a touchdown, and unfortunately he's banging on the turf going, I couldn't convert it. I couldn't get it picked up. But nonetheless, what great field position here for the Panthers.
So once again, Miles Hamilton and the Panther offense on the field here, this time working from the Jersey Village 6. Takes the snap. This is going to be a handoff, finding a seam, and waltzing into the end zone is Yogi Martin for a Cy Springs touchdown.
Wow, super easy there for the Panthers. Give it up for that offensive line. Davis, Brooks, Ramirez, Lynch, and Martinez doing a great job of holding their blocks and just parting a good 2-yard opening for him just to run in, basically untouched.
Cy Springs has ran 2 plays for a grand total of 45 yards and 2 touchdowns. They lead it 13-0 with the extra point pending.
You don't find that stat too often in all the research that we do, Zach,
Nope.
But wow, that's called efficiency.
Can't get any more efficient than that. Is on for the extra point is Heredia. The snap is down, the kick is up, the kick flutters through the uprights, and it is good. So 8:19 to play here in the first quarter. Just like that, it's 14-0. Cy Springs. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Well, another one-play yard scoring drive. All drive recaps brought to you by the Rapid Mailroom. This time, one play, 6 yards. A 6-yard scamper. Keeper by Yogi Martin. And just like that, extra point is good. It's 14-0 Cy Springs with 8:19 to play here in the first quarter.
Listen, the highlight on that Jersey Village kickoff return brought it out what 38-yard line. It was a great job, 2 yards deep. Just got to pull a few different plays together.
Short pooch kick here, fielded at about the 24, and a little bit of room here for Brad Sheehy, the up man, who will get taken down at the 39-yard line. So again, good starting field position for Jersey Village. They just haven't been able to do really anything with it so far. They've gone backwards in this game.
If they're nervous or got little flutters or whatever it might be, but interesting to see what this third series has to hold here for the Falcons. They're better than what they're playing on these first 2 series. That's a fact from what we've seen these guys do so far in the first 2 games.
They've ran 4 plays for minus 15 yards on offense. New running back in the game, it's Angel Ortega. They'll hand it off to him, and Ortega's got a seam past the 45-yard line up to the 47. So pretty decent gain that time of 8. That is the biggest gain of the game so far for Jersey Village offensively.
Well, you got those big boys up front, Agohu, Espinoza, Rio Ortega, Guerra, and Thigpen. Let those guys do their work. The same game plan we were talking about that Cy Springs need to do, I think Falcons needs to adopt this on this third drive.
Jersey Village back on the field here on 2nd down and 2. Takes the snap, bit of a high one, handoff, and met by a curtain of white jerseys led by Cooper Love, or rather, excuse me, that was Christopher Ross flying in to make a tackle for a loss of a yard, and it is 3rd down and 3.
Christopher Ross, after that tackle, he steps over the side, shows those guns to the stands, man. He does a little flex move out there for everyone.
Under center this time is Jersey Village. And it's going to be a sneak, and it looks like Ellis got the push. He needed 3 yards on 3rd down and 3 and picked up 4.
Yeah,
So
great
move
job
the
on the line.
chains.
Ellis getting the chance to get that first down, get a little momentum behind this offensive set. Again, so far, just work off that offensive line, continue to drive those big boys up front. You'll get a chance to find that pass across the middle, but they need to extend this drive. They need to push it in the end zone, make this a little bit more of a manageable game here in the first quarter, Zach.
1st down and 10 from exactly midfield, right at the 50-yard line. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff, and again, just not finding any room on the ground is Jersey Village. A combo tackle that time of Champ Click and Christopher Ross, who we've already called his name about 3 or 4 times in this first quarter, coming up with the stop for no gain.
Boy, Ross was right there, came in on it, and he's trying to strip that football. He's just not trying to take that player down. He's coming in, and he is looked like he's starting a lawnmower out there. He's yanking so hard on that ball.
So 2nd down and 10 from the 50-yard line. Ellis, flags fly right at the snap, and this is likely going to be a false start against Jersey Village. Indeed, it is a false start. It's actually a false start on the receiver, Jaden Bingham, who jumped a little early, and so that'll back him up 5 yards, and we'll make it 2nd down and 15.
Yeah, a little bit of a momentum bust right there, but again, I like what they've done so far on this 3rd drive. We'll see if they can put something back together inside the tackles here.
Play clock down to 15. We have 5:37 and counting here to play in the 1st quarter. It's 14-0 Cy Springs already. They've started fast. 2 offensive plays, 2 touchdowns. Jersey Village trying to respond here. Ellis drops back, evades 1 tackle, runs out towards the right, trying to turn the corner, and does just duck out of bounds close to the original line of scrimmage. There's a big collision near the Jersey Village bench. Everyone appears to be okay except for some loose water bottles. And it'll bring up just a 2-yard gain at the end of the day, so it will bring up 3rd down and 13.
Boy, Elijah Jackson off the blitz off the far side came in and had a direct shot right on top of Ellis. Ellis does a great job just stepping right in front of him, a little bit of a spin move to get loose. And granted, it picks up a couple out of a busted play.
So 3rd down and 13 now for Jersey Village as they'll break the huddle with 7 seconds left on the play clock. There's some confusion. They may have to take a timeout. And Lavelle Norris, the head coach, does burn a timeout here as on the verge of picking up a delay of game penalty. A friendly reminder, this broadcast is brought to you by Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has specialized in full-service residential and commercial restoration, roofing, and structure repair services from damage caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from start to finish and get your property back to normal and better than before. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. So far, Mac, it's been all Cy Springs. Jersey Village putting together a little bit of a healthy drive here, but more times than not, they've been caught in these kind of 3rd and long situations that are hard to dig themselves out of.
Tough one here. I want to see what they dig out of the playbook here to get this 3rd and 13, but they had a little bit of a spark, had some momentum running back to kickoffs. This drive looked better than the first 2, obviously, so this is going to be a big play for him here.
High snap, rolling out to the left is Ellis. He's got to chuck it on the run. There's a man there. Did he go up and grab it? Yes, he did. What a snag by Josiah Hamilton.
Boy, Hamilton gave him that 50-50 ball over on the right side. Hamilton goes up, doesn't have much room, pulls it up, and actually gets those feet barely in bounds to get that 1st down. Super play. Must-have play for the Falcons. Great job overall on the execution. Great job containing the blocks by the offensive line. Quarterback scrambles left and throws it somewhat in an awkward position, and that had to just fall right in the right spot to get that one done.
Ends up being a 19-yard gain at the end of the day as they're right back to the line here, and a handoff goes nowhere for Angel Ortega. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage only, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. As coming up with the tackle on the play was Luke Reyes, number 10.
Boy, I like the look of the tango going out on the far right side. Completely away from the play was Cardell Clark along with Joseph Batiste. A couple of captains going after each other. 10 yards off the line, 25 yards away from the play, but they were doing their job with each other. Love the hard work when no one's looking.
2nd down and 10 now here for Jersey Village as they'll bring it up to the line. Takes the snap. It's going to be a option that doesn't really develop. Cy Springs sniffed it out pretty well. At the end of the day, Ellis hangs on to it and will actually lose a yard on the play.
Ellis came off awkward on that. He had the option. That was a little bit of a busted play, but he had room in front of him. Looks like he just kind of tripped up on the turf monster a little bit or just lost his balance. But he had another 5 yards out of that play he did not get a chance to get or take full advantage of.
Down to 3.5 minutes to play here in the opening quarter and a 14-0 Cy Springs lead. 3 receivers this time, 2 on the right side of the line for Jersey Village. Shotgun formation, running back lined up to his right. Ellis looking, hit as he throws, tipped in the air, incomplete. Jonathan Ejoma got a mitt on it, came close to an interception. It was just a little too tall for him, though. Intended target that time was Landon Ohlers, but at the end of the day, it just falls incomplete and brings up 4th and 11.
Full-on blitz from Springs. Again, it was Melvin Jr. coming in just wide open, sprinting right at the quarterback. Does a good job getting the pass away. to your point, Zach, just a little bit too high now to reach.
So it ends up bringing up 4th and 11, and the punting unit is coming on here for Jersey Village. Gerardo Garcia will be doing the punting, and Paris Melvin Jr. is back deep to receive. 3 on the clock, down to 2, down to 1. I don't know if Jersey Village is going to get this off in time. And I think the officials just realized it. And indeed, it will be a delay game penalty on Jersey Village. So back them up from the 35 to the 40. That turns this essentially into a 4th and 16.
Be interesting to see if Springs is going to bring that same pressure package on this punt as they have the last 2. Looks like they're holding back just a little bit, maybe disguising a little bit of a blitz coming out of that middle package. But Melvin Jr., that punt's going to hang up in the air pretty good.
Here's the punt. It's a line drive kick right at Melvin Jr. He'll snag it at the 15, makes one man miss to the 20, almost gets upended, and is flattened at the 24.
No, good job getting that punt away. It didn't hang up like we thought. Good job going right to Paris Melvin. Every time he touches the ball, he's a little bit dangerous to see what he's going to do. But Melvin, I tell you what, there's a lot of purple on top of him after that play.
So the drive will officially start at the 24-yard line here for Cy Springs on a 1st and 10. As the Panthers retake the field, they have not run a play on offense yet that has not gone for a touchdown. They're 2 for 2. 2 plays, 2 touchdowns, one on a 39-yard pass, another on a 6-yard run.
Do you think Hamilton's over there talking to Hager and going, what was so hard about this job? I mean,
he might.
You made it look so hard.
14-0 Cy Springs. Trips on the right side here. Snap back, looking, throws this one down the field. There's a man down there. It is fought and incomplete, but a flag is on the play.
Boy, good man-to-man coverage all the way. A beautiful pass. Just put it right there, dropping it in with Hamilton, but both the receiver and defender hand-checking one another, and it looks like this could probably be pass interference.
Intended target was Ferris Lababda.
Jeremiah Reyes on the coverage. Sporting those good-looking highlighter yellow shoes. You're going to find him everywhere on the field. Like that look.
And I think this is going to be, well, they're talking with Lavelle Norris, the head coach of Jersey Village, unless this might be offensive pass interference, but let's see. No, it's all, yeah. It's going to be a penalty on, yeah, it is going to be defensive DPI. And Lavelle Norris is not happy about it, which is why I think he's conversing with the officials right now. But that'll be a 15-yard penalty on Jersey Village for pass interference. And it'll move Cy Springs up closer to midfield.
Listen, Norris has got a case. He has a case. Those receivers were doing what receivers and defenders do. They're pushing off each other in a fair way. There wasn't an intentional grab or a hold that I saw in the play.
Takes the snap. This is going to be a receiver screen to the outside, and cutting all the way back is Gabriel Simpson, and Simpson's got some space. Simpson's got blockers in front of him to the 40, down to the 30, one man to beat to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Cy Springs! 61 yards.
Gabriel Simpson coming up making a big play. 4 receptions so far in this short season. He gets the ball on the far right side, avoids one tackler, decides to reverse his course, come all the way back over, runs 25 yards the opposite side. That's when his defenders and his blockers, they show up, they see him, they create and seal this beautiful wall. One good block that needed to happen downfield on the 15-yard line, and in for the touchdown they go.
By the way, Miles Hamilton is 2 for 2 for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What's so hard about quarterback?
Snap down for the extra point. Kick is up. It's on the way, and it is good. So 2:32 to play here in the first quarter. It is 21-0 Cy Springs. They are firing on all cylinders to start this game. We'll take a quick break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. Back here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium, it is 21-0 Cy Springs. They are rolling. They have scored on every drive so far, and there has only been one play in which they did not score, and that was a penalty. So it technically doesn't even really count as a play ran. So really they've ran 3 plays for 3 touchdowns.
Confidence level is off the chart right now for these Panthers. And Jersey Village, they're desperate to put a drive together here. They've got to get something working here. Heck, Zach, we're still in the first quarter, 2:32. It just seems like we've been here a while.
A short kick that goes out of bounds, which will result in an automatic flag for illegal procedure.
That's a little uncustomary for a kicker.
So either they can re-kick or they can take the ball up around the 35. It's the options in high school.
Yeah, I think the re-kick option is going to be a better option for them. I think they'll get better field position. Those guys returning the football are doing a nice job back there for the Falcons.
That has been the one bright spot for Jersey Village tonight, has been special teams. They have done well on these kickoff returns, and so now they'll have to re-kick it. Cy Springs will. That's what Jersey Village elected them to do instead of taking the 5-yard penalty. And now they'll be kicking this off from the 35 because there is still 5 yards tacked on the re-kick.
Falcons are like, can we just run one back right now and just fix this just a little bit? I do like their return guys. They're doing a good job blocking for them. They're very quick. They're very fast to bring it right back up the middle. So good move on getting the re-kick. Probably drop this in at about the 7-yard line to see if they can do something with it.
Heredia to send it deep again. This one angling towards the sidelines, but it'll be fielded at about the 14. And coming up past the 14 to the 30 and the 35. A good healthy return by Spencer Anderson as he'll get up to the 35-yard line is where they'll rule him down. So 1st and 10 starting there for Jersey Village, trying to get something going here.
He had some open ground. Champ Click came in and made a good open field tackle. He was the last guy to beat. There was another defender behind Click. Might have made a play, but with that athletic ability of that Falcon player, he could have maybe done a little spin move to get around him, but give Click the credit for a great tackle.
So 1st and 10 here for Jersey Village from the 35-yard line, their own 35-yard line. As Ellis is the quarterback in the shotgun, 3 receivers, 2 of them lined up to the right side. Takes the snap, bobbled it a little bit, gets the throw off. It's going to be caught, and then getting dragged out of bounds is Jaden Bingham. As coming away with the force out of bounds that time is Aiden Gordon. It'll go down as a gain of 3 on the play.
You know, we were talking in the pregame earlier about this going to be a different defensive scheme that you have to face because we didn't think Springs was going to throw the ball. I didn't think that. You probably did. Jersey Village had a tough game defending the pass against Langham. And the Springs guys like, hey, man, get it out there, hang it up there, give your receiver a 50-50 ball and let him come down with it. That game plan is what they've adopted. It's working well.
2nd down and 7 now for Jersey Village. A helmet-high snap rolling out. Ellis has to throw it, and this is not going to go anywhere. In fact, it's going to go backwards, and the football came out. Cy Springs has it, and then lost again, fumbled once more, and Jersey Village may have fallen on it back at the 18-yard line.
Boy, Elijah Jackson came in and just made a big hit on Ellis. Ellis did that little dump pass. He paid for it.
So Jersey Village, and because there was a change of possession, it's a fresh set of downs. So after all of that, it'll be 1st and 10 for Jersey Village, now back at their own 18. So 2 fumbles on the same play, one on Jersey Village, another on Cy Springs, and it goes back to Jersey Village. And this game now getting into the weird category a little bit.
He had it picked up. He had plenty of blue sky in front of him.
Hand off to the running back, Perkins. Does not get very far, up to the 22. Officially, he goes down as a gain of 3.
Yeah, giving credit to Jaden Perkins, the one that recovered that fumble for the Falcons. Nice job. I'm not sure who kicked that out, but Perkins, nice job to give your team another set of downs here on this drive.
2nd down, and officially they gave him 4, so it'll be 2nd down and 6. Final minute here of this first quarter. It's 21-0, Cy Springs. High snap, Ellis collects it, he's under pressure, rolls, throws, caught on the flat, and a big catch that time at the 35. Snagged out of the sky by Spencer Anderson, and that will move the chains for Jersey Village.
Boy, doing a good job. Champion Ellis, he's got three Panthers breathing down his neck as he rolls back right. Finds that receiver right there in the flat. Good job getting that ball off. One of the tightest passes I've seen him throw so far in this game.
Jersey Village back up to the line here.
Pretty good
First
crowd
down
out here
and
today.
10. Yeah.
No, you'll say pretty good crowd out here today, Zach. It's good to see the stands full of red and black from all the side.
A quick screen. That one's going to be caught. First man misses. Second man does not. It's a short catch and run on the screen by Jaden Bingham. Before going down with the tackle was Keelan Caldwell.
We're talking about the attendance of some of the Cy Fair games, and it's really been good. The last 2 games we've done, Zach, stands look great out here. I'm so thankful that football's coming back. We're getting out of that COVID era, and people are really celebrating the sport.
So that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's all Cy Springs so far. 21-0 is the score. The Panthers lead it here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Start of the second quarter here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It is all Cy Springs. They lead it 21-0 right now, but Jersey Village does have the ball, trying to put together a bit of a drive here that has actually gone backwards, but
and then forwards.
And then forwards.
And then backwards again.
And then they didn't lose really any yards out of it, though, because they fumbled it to Cy Springs, who then fumbled it right back to them on the same play. So it was a fresh set of downs for Jersey Village. And so far, they've taken advantage with a bit of a drive up to midfield now here.
We get that gusty wind at their back. We'll see if that makes a factor. Certainly helped the Panthers.
High snap, collected by Ellis, handoff, bouncing to the outside, a first down and more for Jaden Perkins. Gets from the 43 across midfield, all the way to the 46-yard line of Cy Springs as he's taken down by Cameron Robertson.
Boy, Jaden Perkins running with great conviction. He gets hit about 2 yards past the line of scrimmage. Boy, but when he came up with that defender, he lowers that shoulder and takes him for a ride for another 5 yards. So great run there by Perkins.
Ends up being an 11-yard gain, the longest run of the night so far for Jersey Village. They'll spread him out this time here. Ellis will, the quarterback. High snap, collects it. It's going to be a pitch on the option, almost bobbled and then snuffed and actually falling forward for will be a healthy gain out of not much as Jaden Perkins. Good job just to carry his momentum forward. Could have been a loss on the play. Instead, it's a 5-yard gain.
That whole bobble thing, he had a good option. It could have gone either way. He could have tucked it and run it, but at the same time, after Perkins recovers it, he does a good job. Batiste comes in, makes a good hit on him, but again, driving that defender after contact another 3 or 4 yards down the field.
Jersey Village back up on the line here. A bunch of tight ends in this set. Just one wide receiver. He's out to the right. This will be a handoff. A bit of a seam opened up, but it closes fast, and it'll just be a gain of a yard for Perkins on that play. Up to the 40-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 4. And the running back, Perkins, is down, and medical staff will immediately tend to him. He's trying to pop up under his own power and will walk off a little gingerly.
Yeah, I don't know if he twisted his ankle or he's got a cramp in that calf. See if we can get some more information about him here as we move forward.
Friendly reminder, this game is being brought to you by the Rapid Mailroom. For 40 years, locally owned and operated, the Rapid Mailroom has been packing items with care, and they'll get it there. They've got you covered from shipping to notary, P.O. Box, and holiday gift wrapping. Located at 7710 Cherry Park Drive in the heart of Copperfield, the Rapid Mailroom is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there. Jersey Village, high snap over the quarterback's head. He has to come back and fall on it, and that's going to go from 3rd and 4 into 3rd and 14. A loss, or 4th and 14, a loss of 10 on the play back to midfield.
Boy, just a tough break. Field goal, our punting unit's going to have to come in and see if they can pin them down deep. They got the wind at their back, making a little bit of a yard along field here for the Panthers. But unfortunate break again against this Falcons offense.
Garcia to do the punting, and Melvin Jr. back deep to receive for Cy Springs. Punt is off. It's a high spiral towards the corner. Takes a skip at the 20, the 15, down to the 10, and inside the 5. Officially, it'll be about the 4-yard line. A beauty of a punt by the junior Gerardo Garcia, and a big field in front of Cy Springs here. 1st and 10 from their own 4.
Boy, good tight spiral on that kick, and it's close to the sideline. You think it's going to take some kind of bounce and just kind of bounce out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Takes that beautiful hop. Melvin Jr. sitting back there looking at it. I just thought he was going to try to make an athletic play on it. He's like, I'm good. So he's going to put a lot of distance between that football and that goal line here for his Panther team.
So 1st and 10 from the 4, and I don't know whatever happened to run the ball, Mac, because Hamilton's out there in a 5-wide set right now from his own 4, standing by himself in his own end zone.
That was a bad call early. I thought it sounded so good, but it was so far off base.
They're going to send one man in motion. He's going to take it, steps out of the end zone as pressure was coming, and for the first time tonight, Cy Springs is not going to score on a play in which they had an offensive snap, as it'll just be a 2-yard gain on the keeper for Miles Hamilton, who's kind of lucky to avoid a safety there, really.
Boy, Hamilton, all the receivers are spread out. That was just 3-on-3 football. Hamilton's going to take it, going to run it back up the middle, see if this three offensive line can take care of that defensive set. And defense came up big there for the Falcons.
2nd down and 8 now here. A healthy backfield, and one of the receivers jumped early for Cy Springs. That was Jalen Barker, who started his route before the rest of the team did. So this will change the dynamic a little bit. Half the distance, sends it back to 2nd down and 12. So officially 2nd down and 11. So we'll go in the books as a 3-yard penalty.
Barker's going to go talk to his offensive line coach, his receivers coach, about that one a little bit real quick.
Takes the snap. This will be a zone read, quarterback keeper, and not getting past the first level, although it was a late first level, up to the 10-yard line. So a 7-yard gain on the quarterback keeper from Miles Hamilton.
Looked like Nathan Reyes coming in making the stop on that play. Came in, looked like a design run the entire time, spreading the offense, trying to give this young sophomore a chance to run it.
So the first 3rd down that Cy Springs has faced tonight. It's 3rd down and 4 as we approach 7.5 to play here in this first half. It's going to be a zip of a throw, but in and out of the hands of his intended target, Brandon Walton. Had it, but I think Mackey just turned up field a little too, thought he had that pass secured, turned up field a little too early.
He did. That pass was slightly behind him. It was off the back of his hip. But Walton had that pass. It was a good zip pass by this young sophomore quarterback. Miles Hamilton has some good pop on it. Well, they'd like to get that one back again for this Panther squad.
Official timeout on the field.
So they'll tend to an offensive lineman who's down right now for Cy Springs. And while they're tending to him, a friendly reminder, this game's brought to you by Northwest Glass and Mirror. When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, they do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind their work. Call today or visit them online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice. The player down for Cy Springs is Brian Brooks, an offensive lineman, as the coaching staff will tend to him, and he'll get up a little gingerly, and we'll get some help moving back towards the sidelines here.
Well, you hate to see that. I hope it's just an easy little sprain. They'll go back and put some work on it. One of his players coming up, give him a little bit of assistance. He doesn't need that much help, but certainly taking some of the pressure off that foot.
So 4th down and 4 now for Cy Springs, and the punting unit on for the first time for these Panthers.
Great opportunity here for the Falcons. They're punting straight into the wind. You know, the ball can stay down and get some kind of return out of it. They're going to have a short field to work with here. Try to get some kind of points on the board before the half.
Paris Melvin Jr. to punt this one away, a man who does everything for this Cy Springs team, and he will punt it into the wind. It takes a push. It's fielded at the 40 and up to the 30 before being submarined out of bounds. Is Jeremiah Reyes. So a healthy return, and by far the best field position of the night for Jersey Village to work with here, as they'll start this drive at the Cy Springs 25.
Yeah, must-score drive here for the Falcons. They got to punch this one into the end zone. Click did a good job taking the feet out from underneath the ball carrier, knocking him out of bounds, but this is the best shape they've been in so far tonight. They got to put together a quick drive here, get on the board.
Officially, the 28-yard line is where they'll spot it here, is where this drive will start for Jersey Village. So Ellis, the junior quarterback, lined up in the shotgun. 2 receivers in this set, 2 tight ends. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and met right at the line was Angel Ortega, able to carry his momentum forward to get a 2-yard gain out of it before he is stopped at 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, Kyron Hollerman right in his grill right when he comes across the line. So that short gain, Hollerman doing a nice job on the stop.
7:14 and counting to play here in this second quarter. Jersey Village up to the line of scrimmage, trying to claw their way out of a 21-0 hole they've found themselves in here pretty early. It takes the snap. It's going to be a zone read handoff, and that's going to be a loss. Ortega could not find that seam on the outside. It ends up being a loss of 4 on the play, and will bring up 3rd down and 12.
Well, that senior linebacker, Champ Click, he is getting lots of notice out here, and great job coming through the line. That tackle for loss. Just good athletic ability on that kid. Looks great out there on defense.
So from the 30, 3rd down and 12. Jersey Village 2 of 6 today on 3rd down. 3 receiver spread for Ellis. Takes the snap, drops back to throw, gets some protection, steps up in the pocket. He's going to try and tuck it and run himself, and he gets popped at the 25-yard line, so not near enough for the 1st down, although it does result in a gain of 5. That was Jonathan Ijoma putting the hit on there, and I think you almost have to go for this, Mac, if you're Jersey Village.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you're as far as you're going to be. You've got to figure out that play for 7 yards. Quarterback gives himself up, which was very wise from Ellis' standpoint, but you've got to find something in that playbook, just a quick pass across the middle. They're blitzing all the time. They're going to do some prevent. They'll probably couple defenders back to make sure they can play within that 5-yard range that they have.
On 4th and 7, nothing going. Broken up by Kyron Hollerman. It was a receiver screen was the design play, but Hollerman kind of blew it up from the beginning, got tangled up with a couple of Falcon receivers.
He was right there. I mean, right there between them. There's 2 receivers. Kyron is just right in the middle of both of them. gets that big hand right out in front of him, knocking that pass down. Almost you can make a case almost for a little bit of pass interference there. Almost,
but not enough.
Not enough.
The officials rule, and so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line here for Cy Springs. 5.5 minutes to play here in the first half, a game in which the Panthers lead 21-0.
I'll tell you what, this young quarterback, nice job so far. This young sophomore, you got to love this. Coach Fagan's got to love the fact that you got a sophomore showing this kind of leadership on the field this early.
And so he'll take the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Running back, he's got a seam. Look out, 40, 45, 50, past midfield to the 40, to the 30. He's got one man to beat, and he's taken down at the inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. What a scamper there by Yogi Martin.
Just absolutely came out of the middle, and it was a foot race, and he was clearing. He did not want to cut around. He was going straight north and south, and coming up making that play with Gareth Kincaid. What an acrobatic tackle that was. Kincaid is chasing him. I mean, it's a full-out foot race. He goes complete Superman on the tackle, gets a hand on his back foot to trip him up.
At the end of the day, it goes down as a 61-yard gain. Quick pass to the outside here on a screen. This one is not going anywhere and wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage back at the 18-yard line, so it'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
Good coverage by the Falcons on that. Molina did a nice job not being outsmarted and came up making that initial stop.
3-yard loss on the play for the Panthers. It's 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
2nd down and 13 here for Cy Springs. Low snap collected by the quarterback. He'll roll out under pressure, lets it go towards the end zone, over a man and caught. Touchdown, Cy Springs. Connor Patrick with the 18-yard reception. A beautiful throw again from the quarterback Hamilton, and it's 27-0.
A tremendous amount of pressure on the back of Hamilton when he's scrambling right and just finds his receiver separated from his defender, probably about 6 yards. Defender goes up and just over the reach of his fingertips and puts it right in the breadbasket as he catches it and goes right down at the same time for another Panther score.
Just threw it over the outstretched arms of Brad Sheehy, who looked like he was in pretty good position to break that pass up, but it was a beautiful throw from Hamilton. Snap down, kick up, kick is blocked. And that was actually the aforementioned Sheehy getting his mitts on it, so the extra point is no good. Excuse me, rather, that was Jeremiah Reyes coming in and blocking that kick. And so with 4:08 to play here before the half, it's 27-0 Panthers, as that extra point was no good.
Boy, Panthers, they can't do much wrong right now. They look great out there on the field today. This young sophomore quarterback, Zach, I got to love this kid. I mean, he comes in. We've seen some sophomore quarterbacks come in some of these games that we've done so far, not showing the same maturity as this young man's doing. He's coming out. Miles Hamilton, he was 3 for 6 last week, had him a touchdown, so okay, he must have came in late and did something. But tonight, did you expect him to play like this?
This is incredible. His first career pass as a varsity starter. Went for a 39-yard touchdown.
84 kicking off for the Panthers. Deep for the Falcons, number 14, Spencer Anderson, and Josiah Hamilton, number 15.
Anderson and Hamilton back deep to receive here for Jersey Village.
So here's the one thing you have to talk to Miles Hamilton about. A sophomore having this kind of success so far tonight, keeping that young man humble. Everyone's going to tell him how pretty he is for the next whole week. He's going to come back out and continue to do what he did tonight in the most humility of ways.
High short kick. This one is barely fielded by Anderson. Cy Springs was gunning for that one to try and create a turnover off the kickoff into the wind, and instead it'll be at the 20-yard line, and that is where this drive will start here for Jersey Village with 4:08 to play in the first half.
It's almost like Cy Springs forgot that it was a kickoff. That ball took that nice big hop like an onside kick. You had 2 offensive guys on the kickoff team right in front of it, almost like, don't touch it. It seems like they'd have made a more athletic play. They could have tried to pick that ball up and go the other way.
So now Jersey Village's offense will take the field. They've been sputtering today. It has not been their best performance. Trying to get their offense going here. It's going to be a rollout. Ellis throws it on the run. That one is caught, and forward progress will get him up to the 29-yard line for a gain of 9. He's making the catch that time with Spencer Anderson.
Jason Johnson doing a good job coming in and making the stop. Keeps him a couple yards short of the first down marker, but a good pass on the backside of that thing also. So Champion Ellis, good hard pass, good catch and reception.
Officially goes down as an 8-yard gain, so it'll bring up 2nd down and 2 as Jersey Village will break the huddle. 3 receivers, 2 of them on the left side of the offensive line here as they move from right to left. This will be a rollout from the quarterback, Ellis. He'll turn the corner, has the first down, and jogs out of bounds as he is chased out of bounds by Keelan Caldwell. At the end of the day, it ends up being a 5-yard gain for Ellis on the quarterback keeper.
Yeah, good job of hustling down on the line. Keelan Caldwell coming into this game, 8 tackles, first 2 games that he's played in. So good life here for the Falcons getting another first down.
Takes the snap, drops back, looking, quick throw. That one is almost intercepted. Intended target that time was Brad Sheehy. And in coverage, almost picking it off, was Renard Walker.
Boy, he jumped that route, man. Walker was right there, just a half step away from a pick 6. He was in full stride, got a little bit of a hand on it, but boy, that was close.
So 2nd down and 10 as that one does fall incomplete. Set up at the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 10 as we approach 3 minutes to play here in this first half. Takes the snap, drops back, blitz coming, throws it over. Nice throw, but just a little too tall. Intended that time for Jaden Bingham. Nearest defender was Aiden Gordon. It was a pretty good throw from Ellis, just ever so slightly off the mark.
Yeah, just a little bit high, but a good job of finding his receiver quick. There was 3 defenders around him. He fit it right into a proper hole out there to give his receiver an opportunity to bring it in. But like you say, just slightly out of reach.
Jersey Village back to the line here on 3rd down and 10. 3:04 to play in the first half. Takes the snap. Ellis going to roll out to the right. Throws this one on the run. A beautiful spiral, but too tall. A one-handed catch out of bounds by Kyron Hollerman. So he just misses an interception. And instead it ends up going to be a punting scenario here for Jersey Village.
Yeah, they were completely, all the defense was back. They were defending the deep ball completely. I want to see that quarterback give more 50-50 shots down there. When you go down there, just put it in play, give your receiver a chance to fight off that defensive back and come down with it.
There's the snap on the punt, almost blocked again, but the Falcons do get it off. It's going to roll, and it is a collision, and wow. Paris Melvin Jr. fumbled the ball, but it takes a funky carom right into his lap as he was laying on the turf. And Cy Springs avoids a big mistake there.
Well, Paris Melvin, on the last time they punted to him, he took the opportunity of not taking it, in which he had a better chance on the previous punt. That one, there was not much room. That ball's hopping around. There's a defender right in his face, and he's trying to pick it up on his heels. And you're right, very lucky that the Panthers retained this football.
So Cy Springs with all 3 timeouts and 2:42 to play here in the half and a 27-0 lead. Takes the snap. It's going to be a big air throw down the sideline. Caught in stride. Touchdown. 65 yards. But there is a flag all the way back. It ends up being a holding penalty against Cy Springs that wipes out what would have been a 65-yard touchdown bomb from Miles Hamilton to Ferris Lababda.
Lababda was in full stride. That's that pass that you want to see full stride, does not relent, and drops it right in the bread box. That is a fantastic throw and catch. Take away that holding penalty, just the throw and catch itself into that wind, just a beautiful done ball. LaBabda's going like, come on, man. Look, I'm trying to, did LaBabda get much showtime last time we were out here? I have to go look at that, but didn't come down with a whole lot of numbers for LaBabda.
Handoff and a lot of space up the middle and getting sandwiched past the 45, so he'll get all 20 yards back plus 2 more. And on the carry that time was Elijah Malvo.
So Malvo, they're spreading the ball around a little bit more, giving a lot more looks to different players out here.
And a handoff here. Forward progress will get up to the 48. So just a gain of a yard. And it's time for the 2-minute timeout. We will take it as well here. So 2 minutes to play in the first half. It's 2nd down and 9 for Cy Springs. They lead at 27-0 over Jersey Village here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
Two-minute timeout here coming up on the end of the first half for Cy Springs and Jersey Village. Cy Springs with a 27-0 lead. They just had another, what would have been a 65-yard touchdown wiped off the board thanks to a holding penalty, and now they still have the ball. We're trying to march down the field a little bit more here. Hard count, low snap, picked up off the turf. A pump fake throw over the middle, got a man there, caught in stride again! Made the man miss! Into the end zone, touchdown. 53 yards.
Miles Hamilton, number 18, connects with
Miles Hamilton does a fantastic job. He's got pressure right behind him. He takes one pump, pulls it back in, and on that second attempt, finds his receiver again right in the middle. I scanned the field, making sure there's no flags, and on that great pass. But boy, what a nice job splitting the defense.
That was Josiah Donofrio Harris on the grab that time. Officially goes down as a 52-yard touchdown snag, and it is 33-0. Cy Springs here. Extra point pending with 1:47 to play in this second quarter. Snap down, kick up, kick on the way, kick good. So 1:47 to play here. It's 34-0.
Boy, Cy Springs is putting it on them. I mean, they are showcasing some great talent. I'm still going to project the next year. You know, you're going to have a little bit of a competition for that quarterback position. And so the way that Hamilton's coming in running this offense, you know, you're not going to take it out of the hands of Hager tonight. You're just not going to. But the fact that Hager can do so much on the ground, he rushed the ball 12 times for 218 yards in those first 2 games, 16 for 27 throwing it. Now you bring in this sophomore that gets a chance to showcase his talent here on this third game of the season. A lot to think about, and he's going to get some more looks and some more opportunities. He's going to get a chance to play up against a little bit more stiffer competition to see how he handles it. But so far, big-time maturity coming out of this young quarterback, Hamilton.
Cy Springs will kick it off again here in a 34-0 lead as the wind continues to swirl here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. Anderson and Hamilton back deep to receive here for Jersey Village. High kick. It's going to be fielded and muffed, and did Cy Springs fall on it? There is a scramble for it, and it's Cy Springs' ball.
Well, that Cameron Robertson coming in making the play there for Cy Springs. And that's that kickoff that we were talking about into the wind that just hangs there, and you're misreading it just a little bit, does not get underneath it. didn't take full advantage of that ball hanging there and just reached out hands, came off of the receiver's knee, and right there, Cameron Robertson to recover it.
I think Cy Springs was a little confused. Half their team didn't know the offense was supposed to be on the field. I think half of them didn't even realize they got a fumble there, and it was.
Yeah, they were behind they were back there all getting the Gatorade bench.
Miles Hamilton was waving them all. Hey guys, get on the field.
They're out of water. They're like, what? We got to go back out?
And now Cy Springs is going to take a timeout because of that confusion.
Oh, they need to take a little bit of a break. Get those big boys up front to go over there and finish that Gatorade experience.
Friendly reminder, if you're looking to buy or sell your home, trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate experience. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team. Give Collette a call at 713-206-7653. That's 713-206-7653. So, to this point, Mac, in the first half of play, in the first varsity start for Miles Hamilton, he has thrown 7 passes, 4 of which have been for touchdowns. Not too bad for a first start as a varsity kid.
Do the math on that one. That is a pretty good percentage so far for this young man, and completely took me by surprise. Great lesson learned here by this announcer.
First down and 10, a handoff, keeper to the outside, look out, 20, 10, and goes down after a nice burst of steam inside the 5, down to the 4.
Boy, Hamilton showing a little toughness there. Just a designed run to the left side, and he really put on the speed and gets his feet taken right out from him at the 5-yard line.
Right back to it again, a handoff to a new running back. This is going to be Armani Roper who's checking in, and he'll get about 2 yards on the play.
Good to see Roper getting some time out here on senior night here for the Panthers, getting a chance to call his number.
1:03 and counting as the clock continues to roll. It's under a minute now to play. Cy Springs sitting at the Jersey Village 3.
Ricky Menard checking in at right tackle, senior here for this Panther squad.
High snap, going to be a quarterback keeper, trying to run it to the outside, trying to turn the corner, fighting his way, and wrestled out of bounds.
Miles Hamilton, quarterback keeper.
As the clock continues to roll here at the 3-yard line, officially it is no gain.
Gareth Kincaid came in and took him and spun him around and threw him right down his back. Last 2 plays here for Hamilton, he has gone down hard.
Cy Springs takes a timeout there to prevent any further time from rolling off the clock. So 24 seconds left here in the first half. 34-0. Cy Springs leads it.
I'd be a little bit careful on what they're asking Hamilton to do, run that football. Sophomore kid, listen, he's strong, he's nimble, he's got, a lot of flexibility out there, but those last 2 plays, he's paid for it. There was one play where I think he slid and did the wise thing, but those 2, he's not. That may be one thing these coaches would like to talk to him about. Like, you don't need to put that much risk in or make bad decisions for yourself.
So second down and goal, or rather third down and goal, I should say, from the 3-yard line. 2 running backs in this set here for Cy Springs. For Miles Hamilton, who's having himself a whale of his first career varsity start. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and stuffed. Not going anywhere is Elijah Malvo. And Cy Springs is going to burn their final timeout here with 17 seconds left to play before halftime.
Boy, Village read that perfectly. 5 purple jerseys right in the middle of it to make the stop.
Officially goes down as no gain, so it'll be 4th and goal from the 3, and we'll see if Cy Springs either goes for the chip shot field goal or tries to break 40 here in the first half.
What's that say if you try to break 40 in the first half?
Is there a saying for that?
I don't know if there's one or not. The other coach might have a new saying for that if he wants to do that. But it would be interesting if he decides to do that. I don't think he will. You need to give your field goal unit a chance to execute their schemes as well.
So Let's see what Cy Springs elects to do here. And the kicking team is out there, so looks like it's going to be a chip shot field goal here to try and make the lead 37-0 before the half, and still a bit of confusion as Cy Springs has a man coming on a little late here. It's actually the holder. He's important.
Got to have that guy.
It's Josiah Dono-Frio.
Is drop kick still a thing?
Legally, yes. I've never seen it ran in real life.
Hey, this has been a weird game.
It has been. 20-yard field goal off the right hash officially. The kick is up. The kick is on the way. And the kick slices through the uprights, and it's good. So 10 seconds to play here. In the first half, it's 37-0 Cy Springs.
Cy Springs absolute dominant here in this first half. Great job. I mean, we keep talking about it. Miles Hamilton having him a whale of a game out here, doing everything right. Offensive line looks great. Jersey Village, they try to get something. They sputter. They can't complete a drive. And just looking to see them come out of the locker room in the second half and just do something to correct where they are right now. There are a lot of different adjustments they've got to do. That secondary, they're having a tough game. You know, they've got to come back and make some different plays. But again, Panthers, they've probably involved 9 different kids touching the ball tonight.
Yep.
They're spreading this thing around, and you don't know what you're going to look for anymore.
Heredia to kick this one away here with 10 seconds left. 37-0. Cy Springs here coming up on halftime. Another high, shorter kick that's going to land in no man's land, but thanks to a favorable roll will be a penalty as it goes out of bounds on Cy Springs. And so Jersey Village gets the roll and the flag, and see what they do here with 10 seconds left.
Again, absolutely dangerous. The Falcons are lining way too far back. That ball kicked 3 yards further to the middle of the field with that high hop. The receivers are 15 yards too far back to receive it. It's going to hop right into the hands of the Panthers. They've got to pull that receiving core in, especially into the wind like this.
So let's see what Jersey Village decides to do here with 10 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts, and it's going to be a handoff that goes nowhere. Loss of a yard on that play for Ortega. And that will take us to the intermission. So it is all Cy Springs right now in this first half. 37-0 is the score. Cy Springs in front of Jersey Village. We'll take a break. Halftime show coming up next here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Welcome into the halftime show here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It is all Cy Springs, 37-0 is the score. The Panthers in front right now. We'll look at some of the stats from that first half, and my goodness, Miles Hamilton, his first career varsity start, 5 of 7 for 167 yards and 4 touchdowns in that first half. He has more touchdowns than he has incompletions in this game. Rushing right now, Cy Springs 118 yards total. That's spread around 4 different players who have toted the rock so far. And for receiving, no one has more than 1 catch except for one player, and that's Gabriel Sampson. He had a 61-yard touchdown catch and then has the only catch that wasn't a touchdown for Miles Hamilton. It was actually a 3-yard loss on kind of a busted screenplay, and so that's where things sit in terms of the receiving core for Cy Springs. In total, 285 yards of offense in that first half for the Panthers. On the other side, Jersey Village, it has been a struggle. 17 rushing yards on 18 carries. They're averaging less than a yard per carry right now, and they've had 3 different players tote the rock 6 different times each, and there's a lot of negatives on my stat sheet for them. As far as passing goes, not a lot of time for the quarterback, Champion Ellis, to work. His completion percentage isn't too bad. He's 6 of 11, but for just 47 yards passing, and he's thrown the ball to 3 different receivers. No player has had more than 3 catches so far. The lead for that is 3 catches by Jaden Bingham. And so 47 yards passing. In addition to the 17 yards rushing, that means Jersey Village has 64 yards of offense in that first half. So 64 yards compared to 285 for Cy Springs. And as I'm joined again by Mac Honer here. Mac, as we look at this game in the first half, Cy Springs is they got something good with this sophomore quarterback right now.
Absolutely. O.G. Fagan has this team prepared to compete tonight. He's done a great job preparing this team and a great job of reassembling the offense for this young quarterback. He came in running this offense to like he's been doing it for 2 seasons. This is his first big-time start. Got some good action. Had him a touchdown in that second game of the year, but watching him execute this game plan has just been fantastic. He comes out throwing. The only criticism is the fact that he's putting himself out there to get thrown around on some of those runs. But how are you going to bridle a kid like that wants to compete?
Amped up and
he is
thrown
not.
for 4 first-half touchdowns.
He is not going to come back like, are you kidding me? I am going to put it all out there. This is what I've been thinking about my entire young life, is getting a chance to compete in 6A football. And young man, you certainly have, and you're making the best of it tonight.
Well, again, we are at the half right now. Cy Springs and Jersey Village. Cy Springs has a 37-0 lead. We'll go ahead and take another break. When we come back, we'll wrap up the halftime show and get the second half rolling here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible, because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran-owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction, Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction, Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
We are the NFHS. That stands for the National Federation of State High School Associations. But really, what we stand for, together with the UIL, are the 825,000 high school sports and performing arts students in Texas. And so, we stand. We stand for the runners, debate team members, and basketball players. We stand for their coaches, officials, and adjudicators. We stand for the drummers, football players, and actors. We stand for the golfers, singers, and swimmers. We stand as the national leader and advocate for these essential activities and all who participate in them and make them possible. Because it is our purpose to ensure that high school students get to play, perform, and compete together. To learn more about who we are and what we stand for, visit nfhs.org.
Have you noticed bad behavior has become normalized at interscholastic athletic events? Some fans seem angry. They lack civility toward one another. Some even get aggressive and unruly. Time out! What is going on? This has to stop. Let's not forget, school sports aren't just about winning. And they're definitely not an excuse to take your frustrations out on the official or the opponent. They're about teaching lessons like perseverance, respect, and empathy, so students can learn and grow as people, not just as players. We all have a role to play in setting a good example for our students and teaching them these important values. So fans, it's time to step up your game and behave positively at interscholastic athletic events in Texas.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in Texas needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Timeout. All right. Remember, we're a team that plays together. Listen, the winning will take care of itself. We just have to get everyone involved.
In interscholastic sports, we celebrate what makes every one of us unique. And in the pursuit of a common goal, everyone in the huddle, in the bleachers, and in the community comes together. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
What's the biggest myth about interscholastic performing arts? That you have to be the most talented or experienced to participate. The truth is, anyone can be a part of their school's performing arts. There are countless opportunities for students to participate, from theater, choir, and band to speech and debate. The bottom line, if you want to perform, there's a place for you.
This message presented by the NFHS and the UIL.
Why are interscholastic sports called the last classroom of the day? Because they teach students important life lessons like teamwork, accountability, and perseverance. School sports are so much more than a game. They're about developing the whole person. That's why they're an essential part of every student's education.
Encourage your student to participate in the last classroom of the day. Interscholastic sports in Texas. This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than
Hello,
before.
Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Back here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium, it's a 37-0 Cy Springs lead as the second half just about ready to get underway. Zach Babb alongside Mac Honer here as second half just about ready to get rolling. And Cy Springs won the toss, elected to defer, so they will get the ball to start the second half to go with this 37-point lead that they already have built here, Mac. And it's chance for Cy Springs to tack on some more offense here as Paris Melvin Jr. and Yogi Martin both back deep to receive.
tack on some more offense. They got a pile of it so far. They have come out gangbusters in that first half. These Panthers they look for real today. And the storyline is going to continue to be this young quarterback.
They might be going for an onside kick here, Jersey Village. And it's going to be the high pooch kick, and it will take a skip and go out of bounds as the flag comes in. That was almost executed to perfection of how Jersey Village wanted it, but just couldn't quite pull it off before that football hopped out of bounds, and so it'll be good field position here to start for Cy Springs.
You got to think Jersey Village going into the locker room, it's like, listen, this game it's out of reach. Let's not kid ourselves. It's out of reach. But we need to build upon our offense secondary. You've got to get better reads on these receivers. We're getting beat deep. We're getting beat through the middle. And they've offered 8 to 10 different options running the offense from the Panthers. You don't know who to guard. And I go back to Coach Fagan's game plan coming into this with this young sophomore quarterback, doing a brilliant job of pulling together a game plan. I would think it'd be something simple and easy and go back to basics, but boy, was I wrong about that.
So Hamilton back in at quarterback here, takes the snap. It's going to be a zone read handoff and a nice little burst of speed at the line of scrimmage for Yogi Martin up to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play there for Cy Springs. Brings up 2nd down and 6.
Makes me wonder, we were talking about at the break, if they're going to get a steady dose of just running plays just to keep this clock running. And I would hope, being senior night and everything else, giving just all the seniors as much playing time as they possibly can this evening.
The receivers, they're going to pass this one. A deep chuck down the sideline off the helmet of the defender and falls incomplete. Intended target that time was Jalen Barker, and Gareth Kincaid in coverage kind of broke it up with his own lid there. Kind of hit him in the back of the helmet.
Kincaid was right there step for step with Barker, but that was the first ball we've seen underthrown tonight by Miles Hamilton. He had him beat by about a good 2 yards if he could just air it out just a little bit more. All right, my theory's broken once again. They're not going to run the football. They're going to throw it 40 yards down the field.
Trips to the left here. It's going to be a pass, a zing. Too hot to handle, a little too hot for Ferris Lababda. And it's incomplete, and so that will bring up 4th down. Punting unit coming on for Cy Springs. I think if it was in question, Miles Hamilton's amped up. I think that throw came out of his hands a little too hot.
The exit velo on that was probably 102, and right there, Lababda, he had it, man. It hit him right in the chest, right in that little soft zone between the line and the defenders, and he had 1st down territory in sight.
Paris Melvin Jr. on to do the punting. Collects it, kicks it, and it'll take a favorable hop right alongside the sideline and die at the 12. So a good punt there by Melvin Jr. will pin Jersey Village way back in their own zone. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 12-yard line.
Well, Melvin Jr., just another beautiful punt. Terrific spiral. 3 yards off the sideline, takes that great bounce forward, pins him back all the way to the 11, 12-yard line. But Paris Melvin Jr., again, stepping up, picking up where he left off last year, showing great leadership and doing it all here for the Panthers.
So Champion Ellis and company retake the field here for Jersey Village, trying to get something go offensively in a game that has not gone their way, trailing 37-0 here, just under 11 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Low snap. This is going to be a handoff and a decent little gain up to the 15-yard line that time by Angel Ortega as he was tackled on the play by Jashawn Johnson. So give him 3 yards on the play, 2nd and 7.
Well, a steady dose of that. That's what Jersey Village needs to continue to do just to get a little bit better, man. Get the run game going, continue to make Springs stack the box, and take their shot when they get the opportunity.
Jersey Village lines it back up again as we approach 10 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Takes the snap. Play action, roll out to the right, a pass that was almost caught. It was intended for Spencer Anderson. It kind of took a weird hop off his hands. That was Paris Melvin Jr. in coverage there.
Boy, Ellis had Anderson. Anderson was wide open. He was probably had 6 yards of separation between himself and Paris Melvin. Ball slightly underthrown. He gets that ball aired out a little bit further down, closer to the sideline. That's going to be a big game.
10:06 to play here in the third quarter. Still 37-0 Cy Springs. 3 receivers and a tight end in this set. 2 receivers balanced, high snap, and coming away with it was Ellis, and he just falls to the turf, kind of lost his balance there as he went backwards trying to handle that high snap, and goes down as a loss of 6, and will bring up 4th down and 13.
Boy, nothing for Ellis to do on that play. He's lucky he got a paw on it. That could have resulted all the way back into the end zone and a touchdown there for your Panthers, but nice job on the recovery.
Melvin Jr. back deep to receive. It's a low snap on the punt, but he gets it off. It's a weird wobbler, takes a healthy skip at the 40, and will die right there. So they get it out of the shadow of their end zone, but still really good field position here to start off this drive for Cy Springs, trying to add to their 37-0 lead here with 9:18 to play in the third quarter.
No one's showing enough respect for the wind out there in the field. It's gusting at about 15. Old Glory is still showing a nice, good, stout position out there at half staff tonight. And everything that's kicked into the wind, all the defenders, all the receivers, 15 yards too deep.
So line it up here in the shotgun for Miles Hamilton, the quarterback. Only a sophomore again. He's got 3 receivers spread and a tight end in this set. Or no, excuse me, 4 receivers rather. They're split evenly, 2 on either side. Going to be a handoff off the right side, trying to turn the corner, and taken out of bounds is Yogi Martin. After a pretty healthy game, past the 35, and officially will get down to the 34. So a gain of 6 on the play.
Yeah, trying to get that edge on the right side. Overlooked success on that play. Gabriel Sampson comes in and seals that side to allow his running back to pick up an extra 5 yards on the play.
2nd down and 4 from the 34-yard line. Panthers line it up. Play action, quick receiver screen to the outside, makes one man miss, and look out for that speed. To the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Connor Patrick. 34 yards, 5th passing touchdown of the game for Miles Hamilton, and it is 43-0.
Boy, Connor Patrick right there, hits him right in the chest, pulls it in, jukes left, jukes right, skips across that defender, and in he goes. He's averaging about 23 a game, and that's really going to kick those numbers up. Comes in tonight, 3 receptions for 45 yards. So, again, spreading this offense out across this entire team.
Special teams unit on here for the extra point. To be kicked by Robert Heredia. Snap down, kick up, kick on the way, almost blocked, but it's through the uprights anyway, and good. So 44-0 is your score with 8:26 to play in the third quarter here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
$8:26 to play here in this third quarter. $44-0 is the score. And to kick it off here will be Robert Heredia. High short kick, fielded at the 20, and a fair catch called for there. fair catch is called for by Brad Sheehy, and so that is where this drive will start. Officially the 25 because it was a fair catch inside the 25 on a kickoff. That's the same as if it were a touchback these days, so that'll send it to Jersey Village.
Like to see if they put something together here now, Zach. It's time to show a little progression in this game for the Falcons. They know they can play better than what they are doing tonight, and just want to see what kind of heart they got to actually pull this drive together.
Takes the snap, handoff to the running back. He does not get very far. Maybe a gain of a yard right up the middle. As on the carry that time was a new running back, and that was Logan Maxwell, the senior, getting a little bit of playing time here. Jersey Village back to the line. On second down and 9 as we roll under 8 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ellis, hard count, takes the snap. It's going to be a pitch option to the back, and that goes nowhere. The ball squirted loose, but the official immediately motioning that the runner was down, and it will be a big loss, a loss of 7.
Boy, Elijah Jackson read that beautifully, and just nobody put a hat on him. He came in and hit him 6 yards behind the line, knocked him down, ball comes free. Just looking for a little bit of spunk coming out of this offensive line for this Falcon team here in the third quarter.
So third down and 16 officially, as Jersey Village is 2 of 9 on third down here today. Takes the snap, rolls out. Ellis, he's going to make one man miss, can't make the second, and he gets taken down, and a flag's going to come in here for a horse collar tackle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought he was going to pull his arm up and throw it, and they were going to get a piece of that, knocking it free. But, boy, he did have a whole lot of equipment in that right hand, dragging him down there on the sideline. I like the fact they put that call in football, and they've done a great job over the last few years trying to keep people from doing that.
So believe it or not, Mac, it's been a relatively penalty-free game. That's just our 6th combined flag of this whole contest. So if anything, it's been a very disciplined affair for both of these squads. 3 penalties on each team. 6:50 and counting here to go in the third quarter. 44-0, Cy Springs.
You know, going back, Champion Ellis, he had that one victory. He was the guy that in that first game that had that late drive and knocked it in.
Ellis, he'll keep it, a little shovel pass, and that one's going to be a head over heels gain of 9 up to the 45-yard line. A nice little scamper on the shovel pass that time by Brad Sheehy.
Yeah, great athletic play right there for Champion. I mean, rolling left, can't get himself in a position to throw it. It would have been an awkward pass. You've seen that in the NFL quite often, but the best he could do, just shovel it. Perfect decision making on his part. Love to see that.
Clock continuing to roll here. Jersey Village in the shotgun. Ellis collects the snap. He's going to roll it out, pitches it back, and plastered at the 35-yard line is the running back Ortega. That was Jonathan Ijoma, matching him pound for pound there for the 1-yard loss.
Boy, Ijoma just doing a good job coming from that opposite side, taking out that ball carrier. Ijoma just squared him up, stuck his face mask right on top of his helmet, immediately goes down.
5:26 to play here in the third quarter. Jersey Village splitting them evenly here. Takes the snap. Looking, sheds 2 sacks, throws it off his back foot. It's up in the air, and was that caught or incomplete? I think it was incomplete. That was a weird play. It was into double coverage, and there were also 2 receivers there. It was Landon Ohlers and Jaden Bingham, who were both there. There were basically 4 players, 2 on each team, going for kind of that toss-up ball.
I don't mind the 50-50 ball. That was a 50-50 ball since there's 4 guys over there on the play. But again, Ellis has got tons of pressure coming on top of him. Just tries to drop it in that little soft spot behind the defense, and that could have gone either way. I thought they picked it.
Third down and 11. Jersey Village, again, 2 of 9 on third down in this game. Takes the snap. This is going to be zone read. Keeper, a weird throw into the flats that is just going to get them just past the original line of scrimmage. It's a 2-yard gain to Sheehy, and that'll bring up fourth down and 9. And so the punting unit comes out for the Falcons.
Well, again, Falcons just can't seem to get much going on. They've got a lot of work to do on this football team to get them back to where they once were. This team, they got to get these young players, and they got to give them progression, give them chances, give them reps to build upon the future. Because right now, Jersey Village, boy, after that first start, they are having a tough go of it these last 2 games.
Late man on the field delays this punt a little bit, but they get it off nonetheless. It's going to take a skip and a very favorable Jersey Village roll. This will be a punt inside the 15, and it dies at the 12. So a solid kick again. If you can say anything about Jersey Village today, the issue has not really been special teams. Sans that one blocked punt early in the game, they have done a really good job on the kickoff returns and on the kicks in this game.
Yeah, like to find the positive. That's something you can check the box on when they go back and look at this film. But again, they've got a lot of work to do on that defensive secondary and just tightening up the plays on offense at this point.
So the offense for Cy Springs retaking the field. We'll see how long the first teamers stay out there with 4:04 to play here in the third quarter, and it's a 44-0 lead, and looks like they're starting to rotate some guys lower down the depth chart in. Armani Roper is in at running back, and he'll get the hand. No, it's going to be a keeper. And Dancing making one man miss, making a second and a third and a fourth and a fifth, and still going to the outside at the 30 and dragged down by the shoulder pads up at the 34-yard line. A nice quarterback keeper that time.
Absolutely showing his athletic ability again. Hamilton, he kid's just a gamer. He's coming back over the left side, and he did. He has 5 different defenders, cannot put a hand on him. He's that evasive, and finally gets drugged down by the back of his jersey.
22-yard quarterback keeper. He's going to run it again and goes up the middle and turns to the outside, and he's got some space and some speed. One man to beat, ducks out of bounds inside Jersey Village territory.
Boy, Jalen Barker leading the charge on the offense in front of Hamilton, just giving him that free block over there, picks up another 20 yards. Barker just holds on to that defender long enough for his young quarterback Hamilton to get around him.
31 yards on the play for the Panthers. Here's an official timeout.
Ends up being a 31-yard gain that time for the quarterback Hamilton. Tending to the injured Jersey Village player, and while they do that, we will take a break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. Welcome you back here to Cy Fair FCU Stadium. The player being helped off the field is Jonathan Stevens. He's needing some assistance, but otherwise seems okay, so that's good to see. And meanwhile, Cy Springs from the Jersey Village 35-yard line lining up for it here again. Trying to add to a 44-0 lead with about 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Hard count for Hamilton. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, who is thrown down at the 29-yard line. Gain of 6 that time by Armani Roper before he's brought down by Cale Thigpen.
Probably should be a steady dose of Roper here in the third and fourth quarter, but boy, he was slung down hard. It looked like he may have hit his head on that being tackled on that last play, but Roper, big, strong kid here for the Panthers.
4 receivers, 3 of them off towards the left side of the line here as they move right to left on your radio dial. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a chuck. There's a man there, and it is caught. Did he hang on to it? Touchdown. Josiah Donofrio Harris with the big snag, his second touchdown snag of the game. It is the 6th touchdown pass for Miles Hamilton, and it is all Cy Springs. 50-0 is the score.
Boy, Donofrio Harris absolutely runs a beautiful route, but again, I'm going to give credit to Miles Hamilton. That ball is so high, just drops down in the bucket. A little bit of hand contact, but sorry about that. Oh, Donofrio Harris. I'll get you right, Donofrio Harris. Does a great job fighting off that defender and hauling that one in.
For the extra point, snap down, kick up, kick on the way, kick good. And with 2:23 to play here in the third quarter, it is 51-0. We'll take a break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or a private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
Kickoff coming for Cy Springs, who just added on another touchdown, a 35-yard pass from Miles Hamilton to Josiah Donofrio Harris. And so it's now a 51-0 game. That drive recap brought to you by the Wrap and Mail Room. And Cy Springs is short someone.
They've been running 10 out there quite often.
That has been the one drawback of Cy Springs today, is they've had some communication issues, and they're just going to run out of time here. So that's going to be a delay of game on the kickoff.
Listen, when you go back after a game like this, like, all right, line up, everyone, I want to talk to you. You guys are having a tough time getting on the field. That's your biggest problem that you have to deal with after this. I'm feeling really good about my coaching staff. But again, we talk about this game. I don't want this young quarterback to come out of this. Everyone's going to tell him how good he is. We talked about that before. Praise is like perfume. It smells good, but it tastes awful. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, my friend. Just keep getting better and keep your head down and keep it right in the middle. Keep your highs not so high and your lows not so low. He's going to turn into quite a spectacular player this season.
Cy Springs going to kick it off here. It is a high, deep kick that will be fielded after the penalty at about the 15-yard line, and it is Sheehy, and he's not getting very far. Stapled at the 22-yard line. It's a return of 7, and that is where this drive will start here for Jersey Village, trailing 51-0 here, still with 2:15 to play in the third quarter.
Yeah, Sheehy and Pickens were both back to receive that kick. Almost a little bit of confusion. Sheehy kind of pulls in front of Pickens to take the kickoff back, but boy, that could have ended up a little bit different. Sheehy a little bit bigger than Pickens. He just wanted to bulldoze over the middle of some of those Panthers.
Takes the snap. This is going to be a quarterback keeper. He popped two somehow. Champion Ellis, a nice little run to get out of a bottle up in his own backfield and get something out of nothing on that play.
Good read option there. Actually, I'm watching the far side of the field. I'm not even seeing Champion Ellis coming on this side. And the defenders were all going to the far side of the field as well.
1:40 to play here in the third quarter. Jersey Village still looking for their first points of this game. They trail 51-0. Takes the snap. It's going to be a keeper. Nice little shimmy, and a big hit will get a first down up there on the quarterback keeper from Champion Ellis. That was a big hit put on by Champ Click, but not after a first down is gained.
Yeah, Click's doing a good job of getting his number called quite a bit tonight, doing some damage there on that defensive backside. You know, the one thing about this Springs team is that they need to find a way to get that second level of the playoffs. They've come up short.
Yep.
They took on a heck of a tomball team last year, and they got close, Zach. And then what was it, Memorial the year before that?
Yep, they've come close. That's the only thing missing from Springs' resume, is this is going to be a sack way in the backfield. A host of tacklers led by Jalen Walton, taking him down back at the 29-yard line. It is a loss of 9 on the play.
Boy, he and Onyango does the tackle dance after that one. He better be a little bit careful. He's going to get a celebration penalty, but he is going to run off the field and take him a quick breather or get talking to him. Not sure which one of it, but boy, he was happy about that sack.
Second down and 19 as Jersey Village breaks the huddle here. Tight end in this set, he's on the left. 3 receivers, 2 of them on the left side. Takes the snap. It's a low one. Ellis throws high, 50-50 ball incomplete. Intended target was Spencer Anderson. It was defended that time by Colin Wilder.
Yeah, Colin Wilder was right there. A little shoving going on right there at the time of the point of contact for that pass. Wilder was right on the back of him, not conceding any more yardage for the receiver, and just out of the reach of the receiver on that pass.
Third down and 19 with 6 seconds left. Jersey Village just 2 of 10 on third down today. Takes the snap, about knee high, picks it up. Ellis going to tuck it and run it himself. He's got some space. He's still moving and is going to be plastered at the first down marker by Cameron Robertson. And he needed 19, and he got 19.
Wow.
A great job on the quarterback keeper on 3rd and long from the junior Champion Ellis.
Boy, did he ever need something like that. That's a great big game play. I mean, that's something you can build on. Give your offensive line a little bit of credit. Give your receivers a little bit of credit. Give your quarterback a little bit of credit to actually step into something late in the game that's out of reach and still competing.
So that'll take us down to the end of the third quarter. It's 51-0. Cy Springs leading it over Jersey Village. Fourth and final frame coming up here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror, quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Start of the fourth quarter here at Cy Fair FCU Stadium. It's 51-0 in favor of Cy Springs. Trying to improve to 3-0. Something that has not happened a lot in Cy Springs football history. Here's a handoff up the middle, and creating some nice space that time was the running back Ortega.
Yeah, Ortega doing a good job, just head down, running charge, running downhill, and working right off this offensive line. I like to see the fire that they have in the fourth quarter. This is where you're going to find out what kind of integrity these kids got and what kind of heart they have and how they're going to compete. I want to see what the score is in the fourth quarter. Let's just take away these first 3. Let's see what the fourth quarter has to do for both of these teams.
2nd down and 4 for Jersey Village. A snap, and that is, a keeper by Ellis, and he'll get taken down in the backfield. It'll end up being a sack for Champ Click, as that play was almost blown up before it even got started. And probably lucky for Jersey Village, it's not a worse loss than just a loss of 4.
Boy, both options read beautifully. Champ Click just having him a heck of a game tonight defensively for the Panthers, coming in slinging him right down to the turf.
3rd down and 8 for Jersey Village. They're 3 of 11. Takes the snap, rolling out, looking, throws it on the run, incomplete, and no flags on the play. It was looking for Spencer Anderson, but it falls to the turf. Anderson looked like he wanted a flag when he popped up there for a second, but none forthcoming, and so it's 4th down and 8 for Jersey Village, and it looks like they're gonna maybe elect to go for it here.
And Spencer Anderson, rightfully so, good for that flag. That defender had him wrapped up all over his back, gave him no shot of pulling that pass in.
So they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Either that or it's going to be a quick kick. But it looks like Jersey Village is going to go for it here. They are 0 of 1 on 4th down so far in this game. Takes the snap. Ellis drops back, blitz coming, throws on the comeback route. It is incomplete. And some 2-on-2 crime as Kyron Hollerman does some good job at defending Jaden Bingham, and that's a turnover on downs. It goes back to Cy Springs.
Nice little timing route, just trying to turn around. The ball's right there, underthrown slightly, but get that ball up just a little bit. That's a 1st down completion.
So the offense retakes the field here for Cy Springs in a game they have dominated, mainly behind the sophomore Miles Hamilton, who has thrown for 6 touchdowns in this game. 10:20 to play here in the 4th quarter in a 51-0 lead.
Barker running out of the game, taking him a quick break.
And the handoff to another new running back, and he does not get far. It's going to be Elijah Malvo. And he loses a yard on the play. It's actually the 3rd carry of the game for Malvo. Loss of 2 officially, so 2nd down and 12. Believe it or not, Mac, that is the first rush that has gone for a loss tonight for Cy Springs.
You know what? That is amazing enough. And I think I keep giving the ball to Elijah Malvo. Give him a chance. You got 2 sophomores right now running your offense here for the Panthers. This is the future of this program, and we're talking about they need to get to that 2nd level of the playoffs.
Hand off again to Malvo, and again, he's going to lose yardage. Give the Jersey Village defensive line credit. They sniffed out that play, and it goes down to the books as a loss of 3.
Ryan Sills in there on that offensive line now for the Panthers. A lot of the starters in that offensive line still in the game.
Starting to dig into that depth chart a bit more. Brandon Walton now out there at receiver. So is Mason Curry. See on 3rd down and long, where surprisingly Cy Springs is not converted in this game. They're 0 for 3, just haven't really faced a lot of 3rd downs. It's going to be a pass. There's a chuck, a man there. It's a little too tall, but out of bounds on what would have been an interception had he stayed in. Came very close. I believe that was Jeremiah Reyes in the secondary. No, excuse me, Cardale Clark in the secondary. Almost picking that ball off. Would have been the first, really kind of the first mistake we've seen all game for Miles Hamilton, other than just putting his body on the line quite a bit.
Yeah,
if you want to call that a mistake.
Right. And I don't know if that was a blown route or not, but he missed his receiver by 10 yards. It was right over his head. I think he expected a different route. But that captain, who was right there on top of it, Cardell Clark, the senior, just picked that off about 1 yard outside the field.
Reyes back deep to receive. It's a low snap, barely gets the kick off. It's still a high spiral, and then takes a very favorable Cy Springs roll at the 30, all the way down inside the 10, just barely inside the 10. So a favorable hop on an almost blocked punt for Cy Springs. And it'll be 90 yards in front, but we do have a flag resting back at the 44-yard line of Cy Springs. Let's see what this is for.
You talk about a favorable bounce. That thing hit and bounced another 18 yards back towards the end zone.
And one official has his hat off. If some players got a little tangled up, and we'll see if this is going to be maybe offsetting fouls. officials are now going to huddle, which is a little interesting here at the 35-yard line in Jersey Village territory, excuse me.
Well, you talk about a coaching moment here. You got Coach Oji Fagan over there on the sideline huddling his team up going, you guys are getting a little carried away out there. Play the game and don't get into this other nonsense that can absolutely derail your concentration and your focus on what we're here to do. Same conversation probably going over here for the Jersey Village. You can't let your emotions get to the best of you in this situation, especially when you're winning 51-0.
So we have an unnecessary roughness on Jersey Village and a face mask on Cy Springs. And explained by our white hat official tonight very eloquently. A first down for Jersey Village as the foul is offset. So I think out of that scrap was the unsportsmanlike and the face mask, and so it'll just be 1st and 10 for Jersey Village at their own 10.
Hey, it's late, it's hot, it's humid out there. These guys are getting a little bit feisty and they're getting carried away, man, and they've got something to say to each other about this game. You know there's a little bit of trash talking going on that field. I didn't get that. I thought they were offsetting penalties.
After the play was over, penalties, we are told. So that is why it stays where it is. It's a handoff, Jersey Village, to the running back Ortega. He'll get about a yard on the play, maybe 2. Officially, they'll give him 2. So it's 2nd down and 8.
Ortega's still putting it out there. Had a pretty good spot so far. He's run the ball 17 times coming into this game for 61 yards.
Couple substitutions here for Jersey Village as they start to work into their bench a little bit here, getting some kids some playing time with this one well out of hand. 51-0 with 7:45 to play. Actually, a new quarterback, I think, in 2 maybe, as this will be a quarterback keeper. Ends up being a gain of a yard, and the new quarterback is Rodney Robinson, sophomore. So now both sophomore quarterbacks in this game getting some playing time. Gain of just a yard, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, big time play. They've had a couple decent 3rd down conversions out here that really helped, or at least kept a couple drives going here for the Falcons, but desperately need this one so far back in their own zone.
High snap, goes over his head. There's a scramble for it, and falling into the end zone with the football is Joseph Batiste.
Exactly what you did not want to see coming out of the Falcons. They've had a hard time with that snap getting a little bit high, and again, that comes off the top of the quarterback's hand. Ellis can't handle it. What an athletic move by Batiste. Just picking it up and doing a double tumble right into the back of the end zone.
Joseph Batiste, just a nice little somersault over the goal line, pick up the football while you're in midair and collect 6 points in the process, and that's a bit of a microcosm of how it's been for Jersey Village today. 57-0, and they're missing the holder as he'll run on here. That is Donofrio Harris to hold for the extra point, try and make this a 58-0 game with 6:54 to play. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is on the way, and that kick is through the uprights and good.
Zach, we got some good listening foliage out there right now. We got some listeners coming in from Florida. Got some guys checking in from California, one from Massachusetts, and we got a new record. Our youngest listener,
yes,
so far to be a big fan of Thursday Night Lights, Murphy Monroe Honer, coming to you live.
Let's go.
1 year old, and she's right there with her dad. 1 year old. Well, she's about 15 months old, but she's on track. So
hey, you got to get them started early.
Macker, so proud that you're a big fan here tonight. Thanks for tuning in. And big hug and kisses to Mikey and Mary Grace.
6:54 to play here in this ball game. 58-0. Cy Springs in front. Jersey Village about to get the ball back after that defensive touchdown. A fumble into the end zone recovered by Cy Springs. That's not much of a drive, but still your Rapid Mailroom Drive recap nonetheless.
Tell you what, the Rapid Mailroom team getting their money's worth tonight, Zach.
They are. Kicking unit on for Cy Springs. Per usual, it'll be Heredia to kick this one deep. The Cy Springs band gets the train going. Heredia swings his leg at it. High, deep kick, fielded at the goal line, and this one's going to be returned up past the 10 and no further than the 12. He's not getting very far that time, was Josiah Hamilton.
Hamilton coming back to retrieve that kickoff. He has to go 10 yards to his left, actually catches the ball running into his end zone about 3 yards deep, trying to bring it out, trying to make something happen here for the Falcons late.
So 6:42 to play in this ball game as Jersey Village's offense retakes the field. Still Rodney Robinson at quarterback as both teams have kind of now emptied their bench out. Robinson takes the snap, going to be a zone read handoff to Ortega. And Ortega, a nice second effort to get past that initial meeting with the Cy Springs defenders and gets him up to the 17-yard line. So gain of 4 on the play before he was tackled by Daniel Vasquez, the senior linebacker.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of respect for Ortega on that run. It wasn't only Vasquez. Vasquez had his whole posse of buddies jumping on top of him as well. At the end of that play, probably about 7 different defenders having to take him down.
Good strong run that time from the sophomore Ortega. Falcons, hard count, takes the snap. This is going to be another handoff to Ortega, and again, he'll get a solid push and a gain of 7 up to the 24-yard line before he's brought down by David Toe. And so that'll be a fresh set of downs for the Falcons.
Love to see this young sophomore Ortega coming out and making a little bit of a racket here on this drive. I mean, they're going to need something like that to build on top of this game. And steady dose to Ortega. Let him see what he can do out here tonight.
5:22 to play here in the fourth quarter. 58-0 is the score. Cy Springs in front. Zone read, keeper. Robinson gets smothered at the 27-yard line. So gain of 3 on the play on the keeper by the sophomore quarterback, Rodney Robinson.
I'm cheering for the Falcons right now, Zach. I want to see him punch something in here late in this game just to show me that they got the heart and they can continue to go out here and compete. And I shouldn't even question that. I'm sure they do. Listen, coach is going to come out here, Norris. He's going to make sure these guys are better equipped and better prepared next week. But he's got a lot to talk about, and this could be sound waves in terms of what that locker room is going to be like next week.
Nope, handoff to the running back. That is again going to be Ortega, and he'll get up to the 30-yard line. So gain of 3 on the play. Making the tackle that time was Caden Crowder. And it'll be 3rd down and 4 from the 30-yard line. 3rd down has not been Jersey Village's bread and butter tonight. They're 3 of 13.
See if they're going to go back to the well with that sophomore running back, or they're going to try to hit that little slant route, trying to find that soft spot. But they get that box stack. That's not going to happen.
3-down lineman here for Cy Springs. High snap. They fake an option, and a nice little scamper on the keeper that time from Robinson. Had to improvise a little bit on a semi-busted play, but gets from the 30 all the way to the 36-yard line. Gain of 6 for him. Move the chains for Jersey Village.
Yeah, good little read thing. You know, fakes the option or fakes the pitch to the right side, keeps it himself, finds just enough of a hole on that left side of the dive 3 to pick up that first down by about a yard.
3.5 minutes and counting here to play in this fourth quarter. Falcons up at the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends in this set. Running back lined up to the left of Robinson. High snap, but collects it, fakes a screen, and now rolls out and gets taken out of bounds at the 41-yard line, maybe the 42, which would be a healthy gain of 6 and a 2nd down and 4.
Got a fresh set of legs out there with Robinson. Again, that snap's just a little bit high. Pulls it in, puts that big hand on that right hand, bringing it back in, and finds a little bit of an edge and continues to keep this drive moving late here in the 4th.
2:46 and counting here to play in this 4th quarter. 58-0. Cy Springs in front. Hard count for Robinson. Hands it off to Ortega, and Ortega got body slammed, and now here comes a late flag.
Yep, I see it.
And that was Coron White, excuse me, with the big tackle. Let's see if it was maybe a little too heavy of a tackle, and I think, yeah, he's getting an earful from his defensive coach right now.
It was the tackle where the running back's coming to your back, he picks him up and body slams him down on the ground. Yeah, I can't do that. This looks bad. This is a big one.
It's a 15-yard penalty. That is the 5th penalty of the night for Cy Springs, as we should roll over the 2-minute timeout here unless Jersey Village snaps it in the next 5 seconds as they break the huddle. And there's the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes left in this game. 58-0 is the score. Cy Springs in front of Jersey Village. We'll take a break. Back in a moment with the final 2 minutes of this game on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before. Two minutes to play here as Jersey Village at the 2-minute timeout will throw the ball here. Rolling it out is Robinson. He's going to try and turn the corner and instead ducks out of bounds at the 41-yard line. He was chased out by Ian Onyengo. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6.
Oh.
Or 2nd down and 7, excuse me.
Robinson is running left, looking for a receiver. There is nobody downfield. I'm looking back 15 yards behind him. There's 7 Falcon players behind the play, 15 yards behind it.
And secondary, some credit here for Cy Springs. They've played well today. It's going to be another throw. A chuck towards the end zone. Got a man there, but it's just a little too tall. As he was looking for Caleb Fuqua that time. Aiden Gordon was in coverage, and Fuqua was just overthrown by maybe half a step.
He was. He had Fuqua up. That's the best throw that we've seen so far on the night for a big play for the Falcons. He was there. He had him. He had his defender beat by a good 3 yards and just out through his legs.
3rd down and 7 here for Jersey Village. 1:09 to play. Takes the snap. This is going to be a quarterback keeper, and he will get the 1st down. Robinson, gain of 8. And now we got whistles and a player down here for Cy Springs.
We have an official timeout on the field.
As the coaching staff and trainers will tend to him, we'll go ahead and take a break here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
.57 seconds left to play here in this game as they assist the injured Panther off the field. Appears to be okay, and now Jersey Village will try and put together something here on a 1st and 10 from the Cy Springs 32 with 57 seconds left in a game the Panthers lead 58-0.
So going back to Jersey Village, they give up a 55 spot last Friday, and they're going to give up 58 at least here tonight with 13 to show on the positive end of it.
Shotgun formation rolling out, zips it, caught at the 20, turning the corner down to the 5 and tiptoeing out of bounds right at, oh no, they say he stepped out at the 9-yard line. A good catch there by Landon Ohlers.
Ohlers does a great job pulling that one in. 6 for 69 coming into tonight. He's getting a few touches. Haven't really heard his name being called too often here for Jersey Village, but listen, I love the way that Robinson's running this offense here late for this Falcon team.
41 seconds left to play. Jersey Village breaks the huddle. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers in this set, trying to at least snap the shutout that Cy Springs has put together. It's going to be a handoff, and on 1st and goal, not getting very far up to the 6-yard line is Ortega. And now Jersey Village, I think, is going to take a timeout here, try and put together a score here before this one's all said and done.
Don't blame him. We talked about this right when the 4th quarter started. Forget about the first 3. Let's see what the score can be in the 4th quarter, and right now they can tie it up. That's a bright spot. You're coming back, and you're going to hold this team that put a 51 on top of you in 3 quarters. You're going to hold them to 1 touchdown in the 4th quarter. That's a win for this team. That's something to build on. Something to build on. Right on.
.32 seconds left, a handoff, quarterback keeper goes nowhere. Bottled up in the backfield that time is Robinson, and I think Jersey Village is going to take another timeout. It's all going to come down to a 3rd and goal from the 11. So Jersey Village burns their 2nd timeout to talk this over. Coming up here on the Rapid Mailroom wrap-up show, we'll have our player of the game that we'll decide upon. I think it might be the kid who's got 6 touchdowns. Maybe.
Yeah,
it's Miles Hamilton's night for you.
Let's not stress too far over that decision.
Of course, for us, if you're looking for what next week's broadcast will be, there will not be one because most of the district is on a bye. There are 3 games, but they're all on Friday night next week. So we will take the liberty to have a little bye week of our own.
What are you going to do next Friday or next Thursday night,
I have no idea. I'm so in football mode that I don't know what I'm going to do with my Thursday next week. Jersey Village here on 3rd down and goal from the 11. A low snap and having to fall on it back at the 23-yard line, and another timeout taken by Jersey Village, their final one. It's going to be 4th and goal from the 23-yard line. These bad snaps have been one of the issues tonight for Jersey Village. They've had a small handful of them. Yeah, they really have. They've got to get that part of it cleaned up. And, you know, I'll tell you this. It's easy to criticize the center, all right? We can do that all day long until you have to go out there in front of all the lights and do it yourself. And so, give the kid a little bit of credit. He's out there doing the best he possibly can. He's trying to make the play. He doesn't want to snap it over his head. He's going to get better at it, and he will fix it. And it's just not as easy as it looks. So if I've come off as a critic, I don't want that to be the case. I want to see that young man continue to persevere and be better at his craft, and he will. So one last play here for Jersey Village with 22 seconds left, 4th down and goal from the 22-yard line. Takes the snap, rolls out, throws it towards the end zone. Too tall, incomplete, and that will be how this game wraps up. So Cy Springs is going to pitch the shutout. And all they'll have to do is take a knee, and they will improve to 3-0.
Again, I'm going to give Robinson a little bit of credit on that play. He was being pursued heavily by that defense. Throws a pretty good ball, overthrows his receiver. Receiver has his defender beat by 3 yards in the back court of the end zone, just out of his reach. This will be the most popular formation of football coming up.
Good old victory formation. And the officials spot the ball at the 22. And what a debut game for Miles Hamilton, his first career varsity start. 6 touchdowns, and technically now in at quarterback for victory formation is Mason Curry, a wide receiver way down in the depth chart. Oh, they're actually going to run a play here. Ooh, big hit. That was a smack.
That's an interesting thing. They want to run a play on with a 58-0 lead. They want to just give that quarterback a shot, huh?
So they gave it one play, and that's how it comes to its conclusion. 58-0 is the final score. Cy Springs improves to 3-0. Jersey Village drops to 1-2. As the post-game show, the Rapid Mailroom wrap-up show coming up next here on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Trust the Collette King Team with REMAX, bringing you over 25 years of real estate expertise right here in your community. From first-time buyers to luxury estates, Collette and her team know the market inside and out, and they'll guide you every step of the way. Because with the Collette King Team, it's more than real estate. It's about giving you the attention and care you deserve. From cottages to castles, expect the royal treatment with the Collette King Team.
Veteran owned and operated since 2003, Fire Reconstruction Inc. is the top choice for restoration services to commercial and residential properties caused by fire, water, storms, and mold. They handle the entire process from structure repair, roofing mitigation, packing out, storing, and cleaning contents to give you peace of mind. Fire Reconstruction Inc. has been vetted and are preferred vendors of most insurance companies and is a local business that supports the local community. Visit their website at fri24-7.com or give them a call at 281-859-3999. Fire Reconstruction Inc. Better than before.
Hello, Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is your go-to place for wrapping, packing, and shipping. When you need UPS, FedEx, US Mail, or DHL, we'll find the most affordable and reliable option to meet your needs. Looking for notary or private mailbox, maybe holiday gift wrapping? We've got you covered. Find us at 7710 Cherry Park Drive, right in the heart of Copperfield. The Wrap and Mail Room is here for you. Packed with care, we'll get it there.
When Houston needs glass, Houston calls Northwest Glass and Mirror. From custom shower doors to sleek mirrors, from residential windows to commercial storefronts, we do it all with expert craftsmanship and hometown care. Family owned, trusted for over 40 years, and always standing behind our work. Northwest Glass and Mirror. Quality, clarity, and service you can see. Call today or visit us online. Northwest Glass and Mirror, Houston's clear choice.
Welcome into the Rapid Mailroom wrap-up show. Jersey Village falls to Cy Springs 58-0 the final score. The Panthers get a big dominating win. They are 3-0 for the third time in school history, joining the 2023 and 2024 teams that each made the playoffs. Man, I mean, you don't have your starting quarterback. Instead, you throw a sophomore out there, and all he does is just throw for 6 touchdowns.
All he wants to do is win. He wants to compete. He put it all out there. Completely misread what I thought the game plan was going to be for that team, and he came out and put on an exhibition tonight. Listen, Jersey Village was not that good tonight. Their defense, their secondary was not that good. But you still have to go back, have 265-pound men chasing you as a 15-year-old sophomore and throw the ball down the field 40 yards in the breadbasket of a receiver. And whenever he did that, he thought that was the capacity of what he was doing. He ran the ball and put himself out there and made some beautiful runs and very great job of just keeping away from those defenders and, put himself in harm's way a couple times, but good, young, tough athlete out there tonight for the Panthers.
Miles Hamilton, he will be our player of the game, officially 7 of 11 for 236 yards passing and 6 touchdowns. Also had 6 carries for 80 yards in this game as well. An all-around great performance from that kid who's got a bright future in front of him.
Yeah, he really does. It's going to be interesting to see when the starting quarterback's going to come back. He's got to get that injury under control. We don't really know what the extent of that's going to be, but that kid has got the ability to throw it and run it. Now you bring this sophomore into the fold here, and you got one more weapon. Man, that's a pretty strong thing. Along with Paris Melvin Jr., they got some pretty good boys
Scary
out there.
Team.
And then Click, I mean, from a defensive standpoint, he was all over those guys tonight. So they're putting together a good group of team. I really want to see what Coach Fagan can do with this group to give them a chance to, number one, make the postseason, and number two, get to the next level of the postseason. That's the next thing on this resume for this young team.
So next week, Cy Springs has a bye. They will not play again until the 26th of September, and that's their opener of district play against Cy Ranch. Jersey Village, on the other hand, they are looking at a bye next week as well. They'll open up district play against Northbrook on the 25th. So these two teams now turn their attention to district play, and this is where it all really starts to matter, Mac Honer. You can look at Cy Springs and say 3-0. Well, doesn't matter. Now you're crossing into district play, and you can say the same thing for Jersey Village. 1-2. It's not what we wanted, but hey, fresh slate.
100%, and that's what both coaches are going to talk about in that locker room, fresh slate. And you'd think that Cy Springs coming into the district play with their quarterback out, everyone would be, oh my gosh, we're worried. Well, don't be. Don't be. You've got some great leadership, young leadership on that field that's going to help this team get off to a good start. And I'm expecting big things out of Cy Springs. I expect them to compete with the big boys. I expect them to compete with Bridgelands. I expect them to compete with Cy Ranch. Those are going to be some fun games to watch just to find out if this team is the real deal or not.
So we are off next week, again, with no Thursday games, no Thursday night lights on the Varsity Wires Radio Network, presented by the Collette King Team. We will return in Week 5, and that will be Cy Fair against Cy Ridge, some district play within CFISD. Looking forward to a fun matchup there between the Rams and the Bobcats. After our week off, how will you be spending your week off, Mac Honer?
I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I asked you that question. That's unfair for you to ask me. We might try to figure out a way to get to the lake, maybe taking a round of golf with Bob Ferguson, our spotter, who did a beautiful job tonight, as he always does. But I want to find some kind of entertainment value. I mean, I love doing this with you, Zach. And we want all our listeners, tell your friends and family. Thursday night's a great night. Sit on the back patio. Put a little district football game on right here in Cy Fair Network and just put us on the background, listen to us, get a chance to meet some of your local athletic heroes who are going to be representing your community at different colleges on down the path, and let people know and be proud that these young athletes came out of your district. It's a fun thing to do, and it's such a blast to get a chance to come out here and watch these young athletes compete and progress.
Well said, Max. So one last time tonight, our final score, Cy Springs 58, Jersey Village 0-4. Bob Ferguson, our spotter, and for my broadcast partner, Mac Honer, this is Zach Babb saying good night from Cypress.